go throw my noodles in this crock pot. Yeah, and I told y'all stop shooting that shit in my house. And every fucking time I look up, y'all shooting that shit in my house. None of you motherfuckers. Look, y'all getting on my motherfucking nerves. Stop the shit. Clean up the living room. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I'm waiting on Sleepy and Mo. That's what I'm waiting on. I don't want to hear that. You can come up here too, Mezzy. I don't know if Murph pulling up. I want to get to what y'all was talking about. I'm still not. I don't see how y'all seeing how the African American in America is genetically superior to the African when they got more endurance than us. I don't get that shit at all. They got tribes over in Africa, and these motherfuckers is all like 6'10" and up. We ain't got that over here in America. They got tribes in Africa where they like bench pressing like 200 and something pounds. They not skinny. That's what like everybody get this false conception that all the Africans in Africa are skinny. They got African tribes right now. They muscular as fuck. Oh, so that's where Sleepy is. Sleepy over there. Well, I guess he went live so he can control the narrative like that. Murphy, my boy, I like his lives. I don't have a problem with Murph. I don't know where the conversation was going. I don't know if they trying to say that the I don't forgot the dude's name. He trying to say that Egypt was talking about America and Africa when they were talking about the two lands. Two it's called I think they call them Tanetters. Yeah, I think that's what they call Tanetters. The Tanetters is like the two lands, and one is the land that is unknown, and you're supposed to go there and get natural resources. Oh, hold on. You probably can't hear that's probably my Bluetooth shit. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I think my Bluetooth was on. It do that just automatically turn on for some fucking reason. I don't even be touching that shit. Well, shit, it don't. If Sleepy and Murph ain't coming up here, it don't make no sense. If I go over to Murphy, he probably ain't gonna let me in because he do that. He just have you sitting there waiting to jump on, and he'll never let you in. He do that all the time. He be trying to do one on ones. I'm like, bro, you got 5 boxes for a reason. You apply that shit. He be trying to be the only person up in the box to be destroying cats on the live. All right, well, I don't know how to fix that, Tabitha. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see. If I change this and then go back, it might stop messing up. Is it still messing up? No, they not gonna come over here. Yeah, that's what he do. The Murphy show, he just do like one on ones. I don't like that. I be sitting in the box waiting to get up there to help assist him in his argument. He just had me sitting there. I'm like, come on, bro. I want some of that smoke too. I be trying to get the smoke, and he like, nah, I'm gonna get the smoke. Nah, man. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out. You know, my boy. I don't know what they were on. Like, are they trying to say that we was over here first? I'm thinking. I don't know. I think Sleepy was just showing information. I don't think he believed that the African Americans was over here before they was in Africa. I don't think he believed that at all. If that's the case, you have to explain to me why is it that Africa is more populated than America. If this is the source, if this is the source, why is Africa more populated than America? Huh? He not helping you. Tell him come here. I'm not doing this today. Come on, Lorenzo. I'm not doing that with you today. I told y'all to clean the living room. I want the living room clean. You and your sister destroyed my living room. I want it clean. If you don't clean, I'm taking the PlayStation, and you're not gonna have nothing to play with. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think Tabitha went to go see if they could get them over here, but I don't think they showing up. Yeah, bro, they destroyed the living room last night when I went to sleep. I woke up, it was destroyed. I came home, it was destroyed. Now he don't want to clean it. He gonna clean that shit.
Well, I just went over there and asked him why didn't he come over here, and Sleepy said because Murphy wasn't going to come over here.
But why not? I've been to his.
I don't know. So he said he was doing an away game or whatever, but he said that Murphy wasn't going to pull up over there.
Shit, I pulled up in his many times and helped him. Like Murph cool, but like he do like us. Like, what's the source?
No,
There's been I done jumped in Murph's live like 4 or 5 times and had to slay some of them Hebrew Israelites, some of them indigenous African Americans.
no, he not cool. He a sellout.
Why ain't he cool?
He a sellout.
How's he a sellout?
Nah, he probably dates a white woman.
No, I don't think he do.
Yeah, nah, I bet you he does.
I'm shocked he let you in the box because he always do one on ones. I don't. What's the point? What's the point of getting on TikTok if you just gonna do one on one?
Yeah, I've been in his box a few times.
Was it just you and him?
It was just well, one time it was multiple people in there, but one time it was just me and him.
Yeah, because that's what he do.
Who
His
would sell
lives
out?
are just one on one.
Was
What's up?
Murphy.
Shit, I mean everybody's a damn sellout. It depends on how you feel. Like everybody thinks everybody's a sellout.
He 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 seems like he doesn't seem like he's for his own people.
Why? Because well, I don't, couldn't really understand where he was coming from. He just kept telling everybody that they were wrong. I never really got what his premise. Like, what was he saying?
I don't
What's
even
his
know what they
stance?
was talking about, bro. I thought they were talking about the same stuff when it come to we were over here first and then we moved into Africa. They start talking about cuneiform. Like you got one style of cuneiform, you don't got one style of cuneiform. You got multiple cuneiform.
Right? They
Y'all
already went
created
so
these
much.
monsters.
Who?
No,
No, y'all created these monsters.
Murphy had live access
I'm
way before
33
I
years
did. I
old.
didn't create him.
I'm 33.
Hmm.
These dudes been on
Hey,
this
hey,
for.
how old was Jesus when he died?
We don't
Hey,
know.
they moving that date around now.
Then they say
You
around,
said you
around
said
between
you
30
said
and
we had
33.
we between 6 BC and 8 BC now.
Eleven.
Y'all got them reading
Oh
these books and
shit.
they
They
going
shooting
back
for
and
11.
you giving them information, they don't know how to process it. They losing their mind. They can't process it.
They didn't get that information from us. They got that
They heard
information
y'all
from
talking it. They go
Facebook.
to, oh, they got it from Facebook?
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
mean they don't
The
cite the sources.
Sleepy went to school for that Sumerian stuff. So I'm not gonna challenge him on that shit. But then my thing is he keep trying to make like Sumer in Egypt like they dates of the civilization is like they were built up around the same time when they wasn't.
They weren't. That was just a consensus at the time. Like you got to keep
Yep.
up with it. The Proto-Saharan language is before Egypt. So if Egypt's timeline moves back and they've already proven that their alphabet comes from the Proto-Saharan, then that moves back with it. If Egypt is at 5,000 BC and then they find out that is actually pushed back to 6,000, 10,000, then Nubia goes back with it.
Yep.
Like you have to keep on pushing it back. Sumer is left in 3,000. That's not gonna
when
move.
did our language. When did our language start? Oh, we don't know
What is
because they took language away from us.
what is our language, Kenya?
But
We don't know.
the scripts are still found on bones and vases and stuff. They're still found. Like you
The
can see that someone had an
Lafumbo
alphabet.
bone.
Yeah, they had alphabets. The Adinkra,
Man, we
what they
got some
call
stuff in
Adinkra.
our tribe. We still can't read. We trying to figure it out.
We don't know though. We don't know when ours started. They took our history away from us over here.
Well, my people weren't over here. We was over in Africa chilling, drinking lemonade.
Oh, y'all already had lemonade?
Yeah,
Nah, but
bro.
you got to get all their fruit from here because most of the
Okay,
fruits and vegetables
we have
came from
pomegranate
here.
juice. Kenya, you happy?
Pomegranate.
I just
You
messing
got
with you, man.
to spit the seeds out.
They raiding his house. For what?
Susan, who do you work for? Where that come from?
She going by what he be saying. That's what he be
Look,
telling
Are you
hey
folks.
Mo,
mad?
the crazy shit is when I was a believer, I told my girl that her family going to hell because they love pomegranate. And I said pomegranate is the fruit of the devil. And y'all love eating it, so y'all can't be Christians.
Why is it
Oh,
trouble?
The pomegranate to get you messed up, boy.
I'm going to get
That's
you
what
messed
that's
up.
They
that's one
was
of
like,
my favorite
no,
juices
the
though.
the fruit on the tree of knowledge and evil it was an apple. I said, no, it wasn't. I said somebody made that up that was a Christian. I said over there in that region you have pomegranates growing left and right. I said, so most likely the fruit that was on this tree was a pomegranate.
Yep,
And
and grapes.
they got hella mad.
It gotta be the apple.
really don't know what they be getting mad about.
She
I,
said
I be trying.
CIA.
That's
I told him
fruit.
today
Uh-oh.
I was on my way to Jonesboro. I saw y'all in there, and I jumped in the box, and I was telling that dude, "Man, get out the box, run, get away from him."
The box.
So you talking about Cool K?
I think that's who they was trying to talk to y'all that didn't know about how they
Let me
Bro,
got
ask
we
you
us
give
something,
story
him
to
Atrain.
we give
Tristan.
him this information every time he step into one of our lives. He don't never write the shit down.
I was answering the questions over there. I didn't know if y'all
Atrain,
seen them.
when you hear us giving examples and we show like similarities in people's stories, do you think that does it sound like we saying we believe it?
You didn't see what I wrote, did it? I said, man, them guys don't believe nothing, man. Run. Go look at the comment. I
Isn't
said,
is dream Earth speaks dreamy?
Who?
Huh?
Earth speaks. He's cute.
Go get him,
I think I got.
Tiger. Ah,
Oh, you like them
when
light
y'all
skinned
come over here,
guys,
I go
huh?
in the comments. I get down and go in the comments and watch. I ain't doing nothing but fold the clothes.
What you talking
He
about?
ain't coming over here. He know what happened the last time he came to my live. He a cool dude. I don't think he got the information right. Because I'm
Oh,
still on that genetic stuff.
such a dreamy voice too. Oh,
where does your boyfriend have your TikTok? Why are you doing all that shit?
I don't
Man,
have a
I
boyfriend
see
anymore.
y'all came over to one of our lives, Mo.
Kenya, one day
Y'all
you
and
got a
Tristan
boyfriend, the
jumped up
next
in
day
there.
you don't.
I don't have a boyfriend anymore, Mo.
Oh
What,
yeah, yeah.
until 2 hours from now?
You should date
I'll get
that.
one.
She said she'll get one.
This
Hey,
is like this is safe dating right here.
that's the
So
first time I
Atrain.
seen y'all over there and one of our things going on.
Hey, child of the sun.
Tour Soldier. I didn't know y'all were following Tour Soldier.
I don't. Who the fuck is that?
Who is
The
that?
sun too.
That's one of my guys. You and Tristan was over there, and then the guy came over there and started talking about thermonuclear stuff. I'm sitting there going like, man, all his science is off.
Bucky. Buck, why you kick us off the live, bro?
You know how
I see Kitty in the house.
he's an
Hey, Nick.
ascended
Oh,
master.
that's Buck.
He's an ascended master.
We was giving out
Who?
some good ass information, and Buck just went dark on us and shit.
Who was?
Hey, you know how it go, man. That shit could start off and you could say, look, 2 minutes left, and that shit would turn into 2 hours. So you gotta ascend people sometimes. Cause it'll
That
just keep
you
going.
right? I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
I
I'm
know you.
getting off at a certain time. They keep talking, and then we play. All right, y'all, we about to get off. Now, I
Look,
just want to say
bro,
this, and then you
even
let them
even
talk,
I do
and then
it.
they keep going.
You
Even I do it. That's why I gotta just force myself
you
down.
done
Like, yo,
smack
I'm
you
gonna keep
smacked him.
talking.
Are
Get
y'all
down
talking
because I
about
know.
Yakub?
You smack you smacked Cool K already. He was done.
Uh,
You was finished. Look.
You was just
This how you know. This how you
yeah,
know when
you
they
was just
done.
over.
First they be ready to go, sword swinging and everything. Then they be like, they get real quiet. They be like, okay, let me ask you something. Do you believe? And then it starts off like, yo, you ain't gonna concede to what we just said. Did you forfeit? Like, what's going on? They just skip to the next thing. We'll
Yeah,
say
you
it.
was
We'll be like,
over.
okay, you got me. You got me. I see what you're saying. I checked it out. All right, you right. They can't give it to you.
You
You
shoot when me and you before Mo got there, when me and you smacked him with the junk with the afraid junk, he was done then.
Right? He tried to freestyle that shit. Jesus said you don't be scared of the people that can harm the body. But then you just ran and said, oh well, he wasn't scared. No, he wasn't scared, bro.
Yeah, he was already done.
He begged and pleaded. Please don't put me on a t-shirt, Daddy. And it was like, no, my son, you must do this.
you gotta follow through.
Right.
You know what the plan is. Don't you can't be floating on the plan, man.
You can't renege right now, son.
Yeah, so he was all he was in the you was see what you was doing, you had him on a crock pot. it was already over with. It was just entertainment after a while.
He was like, so you guys believe in Mithra? No, bro. No, none of this shit is real.
That shit makes my body ache. Okay. So how do you know that that's true? I didn't say it was. I'm trying to figure out why you being biased when everybody's saying the same shit.
That he agreed with me and didn't even know who I was talking about. I was like, wow.
I wanted to. Dang, atrain.
He said the simpler Christ was something.
Atrain
I was like,
left
yeah, I'm
before I
not
could get
talking
him.
about Christ. Hold on,
Yeah, that really
A-Train.
killed him. It was over there. Where A-Train go?
He
He
coming
back.
back.
Oh.
I had to change my profile. I saw Buck up in here.
He came back as secret agent.
Yeah. You know you gotta go through me, right?
He said I gotta put on a full armor for this one.
That's the only way. That's the only
He
way
got
to
he got
heaven,
he
A-Train.
got
You gotta
paid. He
come through
got
me.
paid spies, man. They might find out something I don't want nobody to find out. I
His
come back as
information
Oh
was
secret
yeah.
agent
solid though.
man. Huh?
His info was solid.
Not about mine. He didn't
What
get the
info?
whole story.
What? Private? Oh, the private eye. Oh, the private eye is everywhere.
Yeah, you know who you think Nitty is? You thought that was your boy?
Nope, I
Yeah.
really didn't.
The whole
You know.
thing was a setup. It was all an act.
You know they'll do anything for that money.
I just told you that, didn't I? I told.
Yeah. You better.
What's the name? We got
They
Angel
always
too.
told me
Her
keep
price,
your
her
friends
price is
close,
just a
but keep
little
your
high.
enemies closer.
I had to get a loan
Yeah,
for Angel.
Yeah.
Angel, she, yeah, she. I had to get a loan though. Her
God,
price was
dog. You
super
know you
high.
had to
See, I
get
keep.
Yeah,
along.
I had to get a loan. I was trying to dig in my insurance policy and everything. That wasn't even enough. I said, "Damn, I'm gonna have to get a loan." She talking
See,
about jets
I
and
keep
shit.
my enemies closer. That's why I follow you everywhere you go.
Um, my son told me you had a man crush on me.
Mm.
Oh my eyes.
My son
Oh
was sitting in the
my
car and said,
eyes.
"Daddy, he got a man crush on you. Why you got to go through him?"
Hey,
I
hey,
said,
hey,
"Son, no, shut up." I had to tell him, "Shut
it
up,
sound
boy."
it sound very familiar. That did that statement sound very familiar to you?
You
Who else
got to.
said they got
Oh, so
who
my
else said they
son was
gotta come
right.
through? Who else said so y'all gotta go come through him to get well?
Who just texted me?
That's a man crush. I keep telling you, you better find out how I believe. Start talking about other folks. Keep talking about other people. Trying to compare me.
Oh,
You think you
So
know
Jesus
it.
got a man. I'm not echo. That's an echo?
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
echoing.
That's
Hold on.
probably Mo.
Mobile?
Yeah, that's Mo.
Drop Merlin. He can come back.
Yeah, the Murphy show, he be doing them one-on-ones. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
Brett.
Yeah. But
So have y'all
you gotta come through me.
have
Yeah,
y'all seen that Yakub
no
guy?
gravy, but I do want the biscuit. 2 biscuits.
You talking about thermonuclear dynamic?
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit.
Man, he be off the wall, man.
Did you hear what he wants to do?
Yes, he
He said
wants to
he could
create.
create
Yeah,
a
that's why I'm trying
machine
to tell you.
to
Uh-huh.
That's why I
put
told him
dead
give me a
bodies
breast, because
on
we'll
and
go in
make
there and
them
get
come
two
back to
breasts.
life.
What? Say it again?
He said he could create a machine that to put dead bodies on and make them come back to life.
Man.
So what the other day he was talking about building a time machine. He all over the place, man.
Talking about Yakub?
Yeah, Yakub.
Oh damn!
More than
So
them trying to stop him from talking in one of the lives I was at. Man, y'all stop talking.
To me, that's creepy. Why would we want to raise the dead? First of all, they have no souls, and then what?
They call that the Lazarus effect.
I mean, the CDC talked about zombies. Nostradamus talked about zombies. The Bible talks about zombies. I pass.
He can try to bring it back all they want. Rigor mortis sit in. They ain't going nowhere.
And
They're
then
gonna be
then the
stiff as a fucking doorknob.
their chat said, well, that could be a place for our ancestors to go into. I guess, and souls are waiting for bodies. I'm like, not
Yeah,
dead bodies.
he got some good information, but that dude, he be all over the place. Believe me, bro. Believe me, bro.
I'm like, they're letting Yakub lead them.
Nah, he all right.
I
Not.
promise you, bro. I promise you, bro.
I can't.
It's this camera on me. He's trying to kill me, y'all. I promise you, bro. I'm making a time machine. I need to find out who tried to run me off the road. I promise you, bro.
Yeah, he gone, bro. Yeah, that's it for him.
I
He
don't
got
trust
caught
them.
up. Yeah, he got caught up, but that's what happens though.
Thoth, he made a good point. He said, "Why won't you create something where we could take the moisture out the air? I mean, somebody already created it, but just redo it
Yeah,
and
and they
get the
sabotage
water
the
out the
shit out
air
of it too.
and give it to our people, so we could get water from the moisture in the air."
That's not
And he just ignored
a
that.
dude doing it already.
I
It's a
know, but
black
I mean,
dude.
he
Yeah,
could
they
do it too.
sabotage his machines though.
Yeah,
They
but he
did?
could do it too.
Nah,
When
he
was
ain't
this?
doing that shit.
When was this, Joe?
Like two months ago, I think.
Yeah, he did it before that, but they started sabotaging it when they got wind of it.
Oh dang.
What up, little dude?
That's
Lorenzo,
crazy.
you just woke up like 20 minutes ago. Okay, well, tell him he to give up the phone or the game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he cool people, but he needs to. You can't just run up on somebody while they in the store. You tried to kill me. Now what if her dude was there? What if her dude was there and you ran up on his girl and he just gonna let you talk to her any way you want? No, he gonna lay you down.
T-shirt express. He would have been sitting by the
Nah,
cucumbers looking stupid.
he probably just beat him up.
He was leaning. I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'm gonna create my
Mhm.
time travel machine and I'm gonna come back to this day.
It's like, you don't know
Bro,
who you just killed. I made you. I'm Yakub.
he tripping. You need to create some shit that's gonna help us in the future. Don't try to go back to the past. He gonna wipe everybody out of existence by talking to itself. Believe me, bro. Believe me.
Yeah,
I'm you.
stupid.
Yeah.
I'm you from the future. He gonna get back here. Ain't nobody gonna be here and shit. Cause he fucked up the timeline.
Some zombies. And they
He's
were
gonna
like
be
Yeah,
all
having
I
that
was
for it.
lady at the
I
store.
was reading this thing and they talking about, bro, they brought pigs back to life. But I don't know if that shit's true or not.
He probably
I
eating
think
them too.
I think that was in my spam email.
Gross.
A pig? Back to like,
All right,
Yeah.
December 5th, theme his
That's
birthday.
a key word for Caucasian.
I don't know why this is his birthday.
That's like a code
Yes,
word,
bro. He
safe
called
word.
himself Yakub.
Yeah, he did.
He just
We
got
have
oh,
a massive ass receding hairline. That's all.
he looks just like Yakub. The lips, the
Nah, he
eyebrows,
ain't
the
got
V
that
in the
vein
head,
and shit.
the the same it's the same way.
Yakub eyes is bigger than his.
You can't tell he has glasses on.
Uh-oh. Amazing in
that
the building.
that cranium is unique.
Amazing better keep his ass in check. He don't want to smoke.
Amazing don't ever pull up.
I smoked Carl today.
Yeah,
Had to get Carl
Yakub.
out the way real quick.
You know they all the same people, right?
What?
Who?
Carl and Amazing.
Amazing, Carl, Nitty, and Ralph. That's why you never see them you never see them on the same panel at the same time.
Man, I hope ain't nothing happened to Ralph, bro.
Yeah, I haven't seen
No,
Ralph.
he was kind of sick though, but he did tell us like his people telling him to stop talking to us, so he probably listened to him.
I ain't seen him on TikTok, period, though, bro.
No.
That's crazy.
Then Amazing popped up.
Right? It's a hell
Yeah.
of a coincidence. When Amazing
They coming out of
disappeared,
nowhere.
Amazing disappeared, and then Carl pops up, and Carl disappeared, and then Nitty pop up. Come on, man, y'all don't notice the pattern. I want to see them all on the same panel at the same time, then I'll believe it. Stop
So,
laughing at me and my family.
no, not energy.
Nah. Sad chick. Oh, slick chick. Slick chick 68. That's funny.
The energy. Ralph. No. The other Ralph. The elder.
I don't think they know, bro.
Yeah, Ralph
Some
one of
people,
the OGs.
yeah, some people had to be here at the beginning to know who Ralph is.
So,
Hey,
You
sir.
brothers.
um,
You brothers are lost. I'm trying to save you. We all going to die. I'm
Yeah.
telling y'all. I understand you want to know the truth. I respect that. But you're going to die. Okay.
We all
who's that,
suffer.
Ralph?
Yeah. He said we all
He
suffer.
said that babies don't get. He said, what did he say about babies? They don't get to go to heaven.
Yo, what Ralph? I told Ralph to go to a chapter in his book. It won't even do.
He was looking
I
for
said, "What
it.
book you got?"
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Did you find it yet, Ralph? I'm looking. Hold on. Let me turn the light on. Nah, he said babies. He said if they ain't hear the word, they ain't going. I was like, dang.
Is that
Hey,
veggie
y'all,
chili?
Tabitha cooking for us, y'all. Cream of the
What
cop.
she
Ain't
making?
nobody paying you no attention. You and I ignorant. Stop that. You a regular person like everybody else. You just
I'm
get
not
the
regular.
information. There ain't no ignorant people on this app.
Oh, it is vegetarian? Yay.
Suiting being nice. I thought I ran into a couple of ignorant ones. Mm. What Carl say? Jesus Jesus died in 1400 AD.
Right, bro.
Y'all stupid.
He
Shit.
still say that shit too.
I seen people try to smash 500 years, and he trying to.
And
That's
we
a
all
lot of
do
time.
that. We all done fell in love with somebody and they ended up not loving us back. It ain't nothing. You just bounce back from that shit.
Who got their heart broke?
Cream of the crop,
Shit,
Miss
better keep that shit
Calhoun,
to
Cream of the
yourself,
crop.
goddamn.
Well,
right? That's what you do. You go home, you get your towel, you get the clothes you're gonna put on when you get out the shower. You turn the shower on, you sit down and you cry about it, and then you wipe that shit off when you get out.
Shit.
Or you just sleep for about 3 days.
You got the phone, right? Okay, so why you crying?
Somebody make me cry, they better run to another
the
planet.
only good Indian. Who that?
And
The
just
only good Indian.
and just realize you're not meant to be loved.
Mm,
What happened? Okay, so why you give it to me?
So I lamb chops. Yeah, no, they
them
nigga,
Jones rare.
that love shit to get you every time. Like keep
You
on
gotta
playing
get
with
out
it.
of there. I'll charge it and I give it to
Y'all
you.
know I'm
Then you have to
crying.
go to sleep.
The
Ow!
I
You
lamb
don't
haven't
see all
chop.
the,
cried
you don't
yet.
see all
Yes, to
those
charge
people.
it up.
You don't see all those people hurt over love. Ow! 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 What's wrong with you? It just hurts. What? My heart. My heart. It hurts. Man, you just like passing that shit around. Here, hi, hey, here's my heart. What are you doing with it? What is that? Ow! You gave it to me.
All in the
Yeah,
same.
I don't even see the damn charger.
but I hurt my own heart. I caused my own pain.
We all do that. We all pick strange people. It's nothing.
No, but it'd be my fault though.
We're not laughing at you. We just laughing at our experiences with love. It's nothing.
They need to start trying to love like the Romans, and then they can love somebody.
It's
Yeah,
like I don't.
can you get you
I
like
just,
five
I just like
boyfriends and
I
they
like the
all in
idea
different
of a
states?
boyfriend, but I really don't think I want a boyfriend.
Nah, you neck forever. Remember?
She big top. Big top. Big top.
Neck for
No, no,
life.
no.
All neck. Nothing but neck.
We're not Calhoun. We're
Yes,
not laughing at you.
they're
Please,
laughing at
Penny.
me.
We are laughing at Kenya right now.
They're laughing at me and my phenomenal head for life.
Hooked on phonics.
Every
Neck.
day.
Yeah, neck bones every day.
At the top, it's just
Like no
neck,
collard
nigga.
greens, baby, just neck bone.
Pen.
We love you too,
What bag?
Nick Express.
She said she done.
That's why I eat nectarines every day.
Oh, there you go.
She's that gonk gonk. Man, that's funny, bro.
No, I do eat nectarines every day, though.
I mean, me too. I ate all my fruit like 3 days ago.
Plunge that zone.
My throat is strong.
Open the door.
Oh, that is
God,
funny.
dog. God, dog.
That was a trip there.
I didn't even know A-Train was up here. Sorry, Pastor.
She need to repent, don't she, A-Train?
Man,
It
I
was
ain't
God
going to
that gave me
nobody
this.
bedroom.
It was God that gave me this good throat.
God, dog.
Dang.
Oh,
God,
Lord.
God acting up, ain't
She blessed from the neck up.
it?
Hey, look, hey, if she come to your church, A-Train, look, don't put your hands on my head. You gotta pray over my neck. You gotta put your hand on my neck.
Hallelujah.
Put your hand on my neck. In the beginning was
Oh,
the
my
neck, and
mama.
the neck was with God.
Yeah, that's that fire right there.
So then you're going to be talking about God moved across the face of the deep.
The
He
neck,
did.
the neck of the deep.
Too deep.
All
Like, yes.
everything was.
In
He
Jesus' name
sprayed
we
across
pray.
the face
The
of the deep.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Neck.
He sprayed across the face of the deep.
Let the church say
Oh,
nay.
oh, dog.
I wish.
Oh, not even supposed to be over here, dude.
A-Train about to get in trouble.
Yeah, they are.
What was all that neck stuff y'all was talking
Right. Ah. He gonna walk up to you and start rubbing your neck like
What's
this.
the source? You need a source? Damn. I gotta find somebody on here. Hold on. No.
Like, what's the source of the neck?
I know I gotta find one, but I don't know if they have a TikTok. I have a few sources.
Hold on,
She
what are
got
you
she got
doing?
witnesses. She got witnesses. They got a synoptic neck gospel and shit. We saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to make a quote about next.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You just made a bigger mess. It's all right, because Friday y'all gonna clean all this up.
Raise your right hand. Put it on your neck. You swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you neck.
And I can't do that. I keep telling y'all I can't do nothing with the right hand. My right hand
He
never know
said,
what my
I
left
ain't got
hand
a
doing.
choice.
Right? He said, I ain't got a choice. Which hand is your good hand? He said, I don't have a choice.
Right? It ain't gonna look good if we in church and I put my nub on somebody's neck.
Go ahead.
But
Well,
yeah,
that'd be a
that's a
lot
good
of
neck.
oil.
It's nice and thick. And it serves its purpose well.
Yeah.
Ah,
I haven't exercised my neck in a while though. I was gonna do it on the 26th, but I fucked that up.
Can you stop breaking up with people?
Right.
She be giving them like 2-3 weeks, and then she's like, you know what? This conversation's boring. We're done. And
Next.
then she just hang
Next,
up.
yo, next. No, like
Next.
with a CK. Next.
Yeah, neck. Neck.
Already on to the next one. You try to get he trying to get neck to me. Neck to me. But shut up. Do you believe in the Moors? That's a
Who believes
no,
in
ain't it? That's a game changer. That's the end. That's the end all. Eh? You believe in Moors? You got any Moors in your family? Oh yeah, my uncle's a Moor. Neck.
Yeah, I got my eye on somebody now.
Yeah, for like 3 days, and then it's gonna be somebody else.
I better duck.
It's a light skinned nigga with a bird chest.
He
But
Dang.
yeah,
doesn't
he's
have
all right.
he doesn't have a bird chest.
With the
Shit.
with the St. Cofer bird on it.
He
Nah.
has a very manly chest.
Just want to put
He
a neck
does.
on it. I was gonna put my neck on
All
You
day,
bet you bet your neck on that?
every day.
I didn't get your name by the way. What you said it was Kenyan? Kenyan God is the what? Just put neck.
No, Mo, you gotta rephrase that.
Put neck in the
You
phone.
gotta say, I didn't get your neck on that. What you say your name was?
Yes.
Yes,
My
that's
name
what
is Nick.
He's sleeping on the job, man. He's supposed to be doing all these t-shirt images, and he just battling the Murphy show.
Oh, it do say your neck. Look at her name.
Is that the guy in the live Kenya?
I'm back over here.
Her name
Finally
is
Which one
Neck
you
discovering
Back.
talking about? I can't
neckology.
tell you who I have my.
You got your neck on you? Yeah.
Go on back over there, boy.
My mouth is watering.
Hmm.
What's next?
Yeah.
And the kid,
Trying to
listen
get
to kid.
somebody in trouble over here. Yeah, Kenya speaking in
Oh, I like
tongues and stuff later.
that.
You like it when I stroke your neck, don't you?
I do.
I'll be back, y'all. Neck time on Dragon Ball Z.
Go ahead.
I like to be choked with neckties.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check my noodles.
You just say you're going to check his neckties?
Pastor,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a
Yeah.
demon in me. What do you think?
As long as it didn't go through your neck, you all right. I get. Just don't swallow. You'll be all right. Cough them up. Spit them out.
Tabitha, that's what her neck said.
I did swallow.
Calhoun, we're not talking about you. Mo left.
All right.
Y'all ran Mo off.
No, I think he dropped off.
Mm. Yeah, I only got up here because I thought we was gonna talk about some good shit, and then the Murphy Show went and started his own damn law. He played me.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
thought we were
thought
coming
y'all.
over here too.
I thought
I
y'all.
think Sleepy needs to be on punishment.
No,
I think
he
he
be
does.
alright. I don't know what their conversation gonna be because I don't think the oldest writing that they found was in Sumerian. So, and it's not in Puma Punku. So
Where
that
are these places? Does these places really
Puma
exist?
Punku is in South America, I think.
But how do we know where South America really is? Do we even know where we are? Or do we know where they tell us we are?
We just know what they tell us we are. We could be
But how
on
do
a
we really
giant
know?
turtle. We could be riding on a giant turtle.
But the turtle doesn't go anywhere.
We don't know,
It is if it's the one from the Avatar.
right?
Oh, I haven't seen Avatar.
Oh, I'm talking about the cartoon, not the little fucking CGI movie.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about Aang and all in.
I know.
I haven't seen any of those.
That's my shit.
How did you learn how to bind his powers? I learned it from a big turtle.
Yeah, the turtles they were the first people to learn how to do bending.
We could
Hey,
be on
yeah.
Saturn's moon.
I like that John too, Jeff. I watched that whole series.
What
I
series?
watch Aang. I don't watch Korra.
I'm
They're
talking about
good.
I'm
The
talking about the
Legend of Korra
Airbender
when
joint.
they're good to me.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Airbender?
watched that shit. I'm not fucking. I watched like I think I got to season 2 of Korra. The end of season, it might have been season 3. I was like, man, this shit trash. She always getting beat the fuck up.
No, I ain't watched
Yeah,
that. I just watched the Avatar joint. I watched that whole jump because the movie, the movie, they still ain't came out with the part two when he supposed to learn.
I
Charles.
think it comes out
It,
next month. It comes out next month, I think.
No, you talking about the CGI Avatar.
Oh,
You talking
yeah,
about the
you talking
M
about
Night
that?
Shyamalan shit.
I
Yeah,
know some anime.
they supposed to be turning into some live action shit, but that didn't go too good.
I want to see them make One Piece movie with real people.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to do though.
oh, you're talking about
And
that?
for it to be good because the Dragon Ball movie was trash.
Yeah,
The Avatar movie was trash.
Which one?
there was only
The
one.
one with Aang, that shit was trash.
Oh no, I thought you was talking about the one with the blue
No,
beans.
not that. Not Avatar, the Avatar Airbender.
Oh
Not the
yeah, that
regular
jump. No,
Avatar one.
you think it was trash?
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was
Yes,
trash.
it was trash.
I
They
like
messed
He
that
that
was
movie
jump.
up.
fighting. he was fighting the Fire Nation. The Fire Nation, they can't firebend. They gotta use fire. They gotta manipulate fire to use it. That ain't how it went in the cartoon.
It was only a few. It was the dude uncle. He had to use fire though.
The
Yeah,
dude
yeah,
uncle was the baddest dude on the show.
yeah. The Barrish. Yeah, he just was didn't want to fight nobody
Yeah,
till the end.
yeah. He ain't had to use no fire though.
He was a
And
firebender though.
yeah, no. Jeff was saying all of them. Well, yeah, most of all of
Yeah,
them.
and then the storyline really didn't make no sense, right? Because if the Fire Nation went and they was fighting the Airbenders and the Airbenders got wiped out, you need oxygen for fire. So all they had to do was just move the fucking air away from them, and then the fire would have been put out, and the Airbenders would have won the war. So that plot didn't make no sense.
They supposed to had attacked them during the time of the comet at that time when they took them out.
But still, they're Airbenders. They could just move the air away from the flame. It's over with. No more oxygen, no more fire. It's a wrap.
They
And
must have been
then
some weak
the
monks.
the toughest people on the show are the Earthbenders. How the Earthbenders losing to the Fire Nation? No, that don't make no sense.
They got
No,
punished.
yeah, that didn't make no sense at all to me neither. They had their own kingdom and everything set up.
These motherfuckers, they was throwing boulders at the Fire Nation. The Fire Nation just pushing fire, and it's no, that shit ain't happening in no real fucking life.
But you know what? That don't. Think about the storyline, yo. How he supposed to dad came back. He was a messiah, basically. Came back. He
Yeah,
let
they
the
was
earth.
waiting for him. He was the savior. You
Yeah.
see how many people got mad when they found out he was the Airbender? They was like, "Oh, you
Uh-huh.
the Avatar, the Airbender? Where you been, bro?
Mm-hmm.
We needed you years ago. You ain't show up. You ain't pull up on us
Mm-hmm.
and save us. The Fire Nation kicked our ass, and then he felt guilty, and he kept running away. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna run away.
Yeah. In the cartoon, he was kept running away.
But he ain't get his ass beat like that.
Nah, he
Tor
got
always
punished.
He
Tor
got
got
caught in
beat
there
up
because he was
every time
running
she
away.
had to fight a boss. She got beat up. Every time Aang fought a boss, he beat up the boss.
He got punished at the end of the cartoon. Like, well, not at the end, but before the end. When he had to do the final battle and they had punished him. You remember that? I think he had died or something. She brought him back to life.
No, he fought
No,
anybody that fought Azula basically got beat up. So I wasn't expecting him to beat Azula up.
Yes, you can, Papa.
mm,
Yes, you can.
Okay, you're gone.
just came on here to
Waiting.
see. I just came on here to see because I remember one time we was in a live and everybody was like, "I'm a construction worker and I do this and I do that. Who could come finish my house for me?" A trade message. My house is not done yet. It's been like 3 months.
I could have helped you out if you was in Arkansas.
That's where my half of my family is from. Dang.
It's Arkansas atrain.
My son just said A train. He done heard that name a little too much.
I believe the children are our future.
100. But anywho, okay, so how many people? No, there's only 40 people in here. So did you guys talk about what I brought up yesterday, Sutton?
Nah, we ain't been on that long. I only went live because we were supposed to be finishing our conversation we had on another dude's live, but they went over there to the Murphy show.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't
they tricked us. I was
Right?
following them, and I said, "Wait a minute." We were doing the live. What happened to the other guy?
Murphy was like, no,
Okay.
we're gonna go over here. So I don't know what
Basically,
I don't know where the conversation was going. I don't know if they was trying to say we was over in America first. The oldest writing language is over here in America. I don't know what they were talking about.
who, Murphy?
Yeah, Murphy and Sleepy.
I didn't even know he went that deep. Okay.
Nah, he was gonna try to debunk them saying that everything started over here. I already know where Murphy going. I done been on a couple of his lives when we had to put some people to sleep.
Yeah. Like me. He just does this. He'll let me talk, but he'll be like, because I be talking about that Black liberation stuff, and he'd be like,
I ain't seen him
"Oh,
do that.
no, he
A
does that to
binary.
me." But since Buckology is on here, I offered my platform for you guys to host debates if you guys so want to do so. So that's what we talked about yesterday. And A-Train, you're included if you want to debate Mo. And I said that I would help you prepare for a structured debate.
Oh, I could do it if it's structured debate. I could do it. I've been
Okay.
on the debate teams and stuff and debated.
Y'all gonna have to
Very good
agree on
stuff.
a topic though.
Yeah, you guys have to agree on the topic. Actually, A-Train, you're like the only one that will go toe to toe with Mo for real. I can't think of anybody I've seen here that would, but if you know anybody like personally that's a theologian, that could be cool too. But I think I have like 22,000 followers, and I don't want to make a video for every last one of you guys to push them to you because it doesn't work. I was thinking everybody gets on my live and then I can push my followers to you guys.
Oh yeah, that thing you did for me the other day, that helped out pretty good.
No, not a problem. I'm about the liberation over all of this. So
And, there was a lot of my folks over in that live where you was at. They were loving what you was talking about. Just the other guy in there kept throwing everything off. Uh,
I felt I felt that energy when I came up. I was hoping that he would not talk and just let me finish my points, but he couldn't take it. I'm not only black, I'm a woman, so he couldn't take it.
Yeah,
Like,
TikTok needs to give us a mute button.
not the host. The host called me after it was over. Hey man, who is that girl?
no, the host is cool. It was
Yeah,
that man that was on top of me.
yeah, that,
He could take me talking. But
yeah.
I got to say more words than usual. I'll say that. But he
Hey, you
couldn't
didn't
take
see
it.
me in the comments. I kept saying, man, there's too many triggers over here. It's hard to stay on mute.
That was a good one though. I had to follow him because he has really good topics. So thank you, A Train. I debate for fun out of my head because I've looked at knowledge for a long time. So he has very good topics.
Yeah, he's trying to fight the fascism that's going on. He's big on fighting that.
All right. Well, just you guys let me know what you guys think about hosting something like I would like it to be a structured debate on my page, and then so I can push my followers over to you guys because I want them to just at least question their beliefs. And I've been trying to do it in my own little way too, but it's not working. And you guys have changed people's minds. I've seen it. So I want to push my followers to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, appreciate you.
I got blocked. I got blocked by the Christians. My Christian folks.
That's because I became your number one cheerleader. They're like, what the hell is going on?
Girl, you almost went missionary on that dude.
I did. And then you was like, sister.
I
I'll
almost said, Sister Christian, calm down.
no, y'all Christians don't know. We don't just be debating out of. out of nothing. Like we actually know when he made the claim that the Bible says that there's going to be another book after it. No, sir. There's no claim of such.
Yeah, I lost that whole group. That how in the world you agreeing with them? I said they was right. That dude was wrong. I mean, he was like way, and then he went way, and then I started thinking he just had a problem with women too. I don't want
Yeah.
nobody around our group that got a problem with women.
That's what happened to us that one night. Like I tried to tell him he's something like a womanist. Like just chill. He had to ask the woman if she wanted to be called goddess. Okay, like respect that at least. He's the man talking. Just respect what he wants to do. They don't get it. I don't know why this misogyny thing is in our community, but it sucks. We shouldn't have it. Like the women went to war, the women used their bodies, the women died with y'all. Leave that misogyny thing to the Europeans. Anywho, I didn't come up here to get deep. I'm never going to do that again. But I love y'all, and if you guys need to use me, use me. That's my strategy.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Not a problem. Bye, guys. Peace, peace.
Now I took uh, do 10 kicks on each leg. 22,
Yeah, see,
22 backflip.
I got them. Hey, trying got them private eyes on you. Just let me know when you're ready for me to take them off your A train.
What's that?
I said I got them private eyes on you. Let me know when you're ready for me
Oh,
to
I
take them
like
off
them
you.
being there. I like when they come and some of them get converted. Keep sending them. I love it.
No, they ain't gonna do no converting. You ain't
They,
gotta worry
they
about
can't.
that.
They can't do my job better than me.
You ain't gotta worry about them converting. They just bringing all the information I need on you to me.
Well, they ain't getting all the information to you right,
Yeah,
but
they
it'll be
is.
okay. No, they're
They told
not.
they told me you bought the land.
See, you don't even know what I'm talking about. You y'all thinking one thing, but see, we talking something else. So it'll
Or
be
you
okay, but
you want me to tell them to go ahead and dig deep on you.
tell them dig real deep. And
All right.
when they hit the bottom, they're gonna be going like, "Hey, Buck, can't talk to you no more. Got to
Oh
roll
no.
with A-Train."
Oh no.
And they're gonna look, and they're gonna come back and be agents for me, and I ain't gonna have to pay them.
Nah, I ain't gotta worry about that. I got them lawyer
Well,
soldiers
you can
over
keep the nut jobs, them little nut jobs you got following you. You can keep them. Them
there. I got them.
indigenous people to America, they'll never be part of what we're doing if they think they're indigenous to America.
Oh man, it's easy. This is easy, man. It's like
Uh,
taking
I
candy
just
from a baby.
I just told you we don't need those kind with us. You can keep them. I'm saying you can have them.
But the ones that think they're indigenous to America,
You know what group I'm talking about.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I
Why
don't
would
need
he?
them kind
Why
of.
would they think that?
I don't need. They can process some information, but they can't be part of the movement. They messing up stuff. They destroying our own black history.
Oh
Can't
no.
happen with us.
Oh no.
They writing a new history for themselves that came from a black liberationist that went over and learned from the British in liberation, just changed everything to black. But we code.
See, I got a different way I'm doing things, A-Train.
That's why I say you can hold on to them, dog. I ain't got no problem with you holding on to them. That's just a few.
Oh no, they gonna be the ones that gonna be in the first line.
Your first, you gonna put them on your first line?
Yeah, they gonna be the ones that gonna take them
I ain't
down.
gotta worry about you because them folks are gonna turn on you. Watch and see.
Nah,
I bet you.
the ones
What's today? What's today? What's today's date? The 8th or the 9th?
that they the eighth.
All right, right now, August 8th, 2022.
Who?
A-Train told me these boys were gonna turn on me,
Oh
especially
no.
the females.
Oh
Write
no.
write that down. Write that down.
Ain't no need.
You're gonna be right over here
Relax.
in you're gonna be in Mofax and Newt's Live.
What,
You're gonna be complaining like a big dog. I
so
did
what
all
you
this for these folks and and they
see,
left me
see,
out.
see, I believe in the ones that you think is a liability, see.
I understand. That's why I said you can have them. I don't believe in them.
Yeah. You think they
I don't have a
liabilities, but
problem.
they your greatest assets.
Mm.
They your greatest
No, they got
assets, see.
issues. I can't be training people and watching them at the same time.
Oh no. We got all leaders. I got all leaders over here.
Yeah, that's too many leaders. I'm the only leader.
Oh no, no, no. You don't need one because your eye can't see everything. Come
I
on
see
now.
you don't know. That means you don't understand leadership then.
Oh, I do. And I and
But
I and
if
I
you
and I
do,
go
you
back
wouldn't.
and
If
look at
you do,
history.
you wouldn't have made that last statement. If you did,
Oh
if
yeah,
you,
because I go back and learn from the OGs. Everybody, all the organizations had one leader, and look what happened to them.
I'm not
Look what
them.
happened to them. They ain't have enough leaders.
I'm
They
not
had too many
them.
holes. They had too many holes in their organization.
I know that's what, and I keep telling you, I'm not them though. You can't compare. I keep trying to tell you, stop comparing me to other folks. But I know you're young though. You don't have a choice. You ain't lived long enough.
Everybody think they ain't got a mole in their system, bro.
Oh, there's always a mold. Everything get destroyed from the inside
Oh
whenever
yeah.
something go down.
What happened to sleeping? What
Shit,
happened to sleeping?
ain't nothing happened to me.
Well, what they talking about then?
Oh, cause I went,
Cause he
I
ain't
went,
bring his ass over here. He went over there to Murphy too.
Oh,
I went over there and boy, Murph had to call for backup. I was in there like the Terminator. I was bang, bang, putting him down, heads rolling downstairs.
What was y'all talking about?
So we debated about the damn bowl for an hour and a half. He trying to tell me that Proto-Sumerian is not existent, and I'm like, it doesn't matter if Proto-Sumerian is not existent because archaic cuneiform exists, and that's the writing system. And he can't understand the difference between a writing system. He thinks that just because a pictograph is flipped, it's no longer the same writing system, even though it's using the same things. No one talked like it's just it was he was just making straw mans out of everything, and I was just burning them up. He made straw mans out of every single thing. And then he asked me one question about what was on his list after he got slaughtered on the bowl, talking about how 12 million slaves came directly to the United States of America. And I had to off with his head about that too, because he had little cheerleaders all in the comments saying how everybody's African and everybody's African American. So as soon as I brung out the slave voyages, the database that I helped build about all this stuff, niggas they want to cringe up and they want to act like, oh well, we want to talk about the Americas, that's North and South America. No, y'all just got done trying to tell me that 12 million Africans came directly to America, dummies. And I got mad and I left.
You didn't call them dummies, did you? You said
Yes,
dummies. Oh
yes,
wow,
because it was one of them in there and his brain was so smooth, it looked like a
them buck.
marble.
You can't be talking about buck folks like that. Them
Them
his
buck
front
people,
line folks.
who?
Them buck
Murphy, your
front line
peoples.
people. You can't talk about them sleep.
I
No,
don't even
Murphy
know who
ain't
Murphy
never
is.
Murphy ain't never went to Buck Slough.
Who is that? Who is it?
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Some dude that think
Mur-
12 million
Man,
Africans came to
your
America.
people don't get around long enough to see who everybody is. Man, you need to pay your folks some more money, man. You don't know nobody, and you doing what you doing.
Not that's because Buck just started going to other people's lives.
Mm,
Yeah.
I
See,
did
I
the
run my
same
own
thing.
show over here, A-Train.
Yeah, I used to mess with him all the time, bro. If I
I
wasn't
don't have to
watching
go to
Buck
their.
Slough, I
My,
was watching the
my
Murphy
folks
show.
come back and tell me about them. You got to get your folks right, man. They supposed to come back and tell you if you're just sitting on your own live, but man,
But
you got to be a better
Oh no,
Messiah
see
than
that.
me.
Soon you should have seen them in the comments because I brought it up because first they was on me because I didn't have the source ready. Like my clip was empty, so I had to go find the bullets. Soon as I started loading up the clip, they wanted to run. Don't run now when I spun the block. Don't run now. Don't run now. Y'all was talking so much. So as soon as I told them 305,000 people were the only people transported between 1501 and 1875, they lost it. Lost it. All coherence went out the window.
But
Everybody went to the shadow realm.
That's
It was
basic
absolutely
knowledge,
ridiculous.
though.
No, it's not. That's the thing. That's not what they teach in school. A train. They teach these
Oh yeah,
kids
they
that
don't teach in school. Yeah, you're right.
they teach
Okay.
these kids, or I can say that the misconception can be made easily that 12 million slaves came directly to America because they don't talk about the Great Britain slave trade. They don't talk about 5 million slaves going to Portugal and Brazil. They don't talk to y'all about that. They don't talk about the 1 million slaves that went to France.
Um, my bad. You right. They don't teach that in school. I homeschool my kids all the way up to the eighth grade. My son getting ready to go to the eighth grade. It's gonna be his first time up in public school.
You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't choosing up on you, suiting. You know what I'm saying? But I like suiting up for away games. You feel me?
He's just suiting up for a away game.
I like
Peace,
suiting up for away games. It make me feel. You know what I'm saying?
peace again. I just want everybody to know to not talk in absolutes. They did not document everybody, so you would never have a number of how many people got brought here from Africa.
Oh yeah, true
So
that.
much to the point that all these countries made the slave trade illegal. They made it illegal, and they were still bringing people here. Most of my founding fathers came off of the last ship, and that last ship there were Yoruba people, and they don't document. They didn't document everybody, so don't speak in absolutes with. I know 543,000 were only brought here. That could not
And those
even
are the
be
ones.
logically.
I'm just saying those numbers because those are the ones that we can authenticate via the what do they call them on the ships? The
The logs.
it's a specific number. I mean not number name. It's a specific name for them. Uh,
It's funny to me that a lot of people will say, "Oh, we can't trust the white man," but when it's important not to trust the white man, then they go with it. But at the end of the day, it was
Ooh.
millions out over here.
and the only reason
It was
Oh
I'm
yeah.
millions.
even advocating for this source
I
is
thought he was talking about what you can find
itinerary.
on
That's
the
what it's called. The
yeah,
itinerary of the
on the
ship.
itinerary. I didn't know he was talking
Yeah, but
about he
look,
just
my
believe
thing
that's
is,
all that came.
I
I
need
don't
to see
believe
the
it. I
records
would
on
choose
both
not the
sides of the
absolutes.
sea. I need
Because
to
my
see
Yeah,
them on the west coast of Africa. I need to see them on the east coast of America. I need to see what the records are saying, what the receipts, what the logs is on both sides are saying.
and the funny part about this part of history we're talking about is that West Africa didn't take into they didn't make any historic notes
Yeah,
about this.
yeah, I was
They
about to say
didn't.
they right.
The first people who came over here were prisoners of war. They didn't even think twice to give them to the white man because they would give them to somebody else. And the white man to them looked like a higher authority. So they didn't think twice. It was chiefs with chiefs, kings with kings. They didn't take no records. It's almost to the point where I had a hair client that was a Ghanaian professor. And this professor is writing books and books and books to teach the people there about slavery. They didn't have a clue that that thing happened because they didn't make a record of it.
it was the Portuguese in West Africa that was that was
It
The
heavily in the slave
Portuguese went
trade.
all the way up into the Congo, bro.
it was the English, it was the Portuguese, it was a whole bunch of people
The
up there taking
Dutch.
Africans did not make a record of it. And
Oh,
then it
so you're saying there's no depiction of this from the African viewpoint?
I don't say no, but it's not a good enough one because I'm telling you, there's professors out here trying to teach certain people in West Africa that the slave trade even happened.
Yeah,
So what
I
about
mean,
Okay.
you
West
can read
African
a book
authors
called The
and the
Middle
transatlantic
Passage and
slave
get
trade. I just found a
some.
book on it. Do you
See,
do you want to?
she's talking. This what the difference is. She's talking about what's actually happening on the ground, and
Mm,
this is what I be
Yeah,
telling y'all. Sometimes y'all talk about
that's
what
in the
y'all
book
got off
called The
the.
Middle Passage where they talk about a little bit of what she's
but
talking about.
But again, the only reason I even I even go by this thing because I personally went through the vestments of what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? I'm inputting stuff and asking researchers, okay, what is this? What can you conclude this signature says, so I know what to put in this database. I'm working closely with these people to make this database. So that's the only reason
So
I even go by it because I had the vestments in hand.
So I'll say it one more time. Our people are quick to say, don't trust the white man's science, don't trust this, don't but there's certain things you can use logically of things not to trust. They only kept records for what they wanted to. there was a time where the slave trade was illegal and they still brought people. The amount of people you say
That's
is
true.
all in consideration of the slave trade. That's probably even less than the number of people they brought outside of the
Yeah, after
legality.
after Cato's conspiracy, they stopped that shit for 10 years.
So
Yeah.
what about the first documentation though? That was in Mesopotamia. The code of what is it called? Jeff?
Hammurabi.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the Code of Hammurabi. I believe we're just speaking about the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay, okay,
because
okay.
this one I was talking about the transatlantic slave trade, and then I didn't even get to talk to them about the intra-American slave trade. I didn't even get to
Mm.
talk to them about the different slave trades that happened, period, because they were so hung up on this particular time. And I get what you're saying that we can't talk in absolutes, but when people have a common like, and that you're correct in a sense. Like you're correct for saying we do not know definitively how many people were actively brought here, right?
Hmm.
But what we can see and what we can test with time is there's records, there's receipts of these things because this was a business. And I understand what you're saying that they might want to hide different things from us in order to keep us under a certain ignorance. But when you, I don't, I have to me personally, I have a hard time like separating what I'm seeing. I guess I have a cognitive dissonance when it comes to this particular subject.
Where she go?
I don't know. I think she ascended, but he didn't even want to talk about the Code of Hammurabi. He didn't want to go there because that would have did it right, cut and dry.
Right. That's what I
Cut
was
and
saying.
cut and dry. And I even mentioned it because like that's an afterthought. I'm trying to walk him through the method. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's where I messed up because I tried to walk him through the method of how I got to where I got, and he
Right.
kept trying to straw man me at every turn.
Should start. You should have got his ass at the beginning. Let's
But
start. Let's
that's the thing.
start there first.
My thing is I have no problem making you look stupid as we walk. That's my thing because
Right.
you're gonna keep trying to straw man me. You're gonna keep being wrong
hmm
because
A lot, and
he
a lot
thought
of
he.
people don't even know that. A lot of people don't know that that first documentation was in Mesopotamia.
And bro, and that it set the it's not I'm saying it set the precedent.
hmm
When Hammurabi got that blessing, it set the precedent,
That y'all had laws and everything.
bro. It was the paradigm, bro. When he got blessed, it was over with.
Well,
He was like, "Dang, Hammurabi, you putting in work, cuz. Go ahead and make these laws
right.
for us real quick." You know what I'm saying? You've been putting it down, all your hoods, in control. Everybody got the irrigation systems popping. You made a will last year. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go
Right.
ahead and write these laws down real quick for us. You go ahead and bless it. I'll give you a little cone hat and everything. You can have all the gold you want. We appreciate you, Hammurabi. You just pimped off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just pimped off. We
Jeff knew.
appreciate you.
Jeff knew that already. Then you know that, Jeff.
No, what?
The Code of Hammurabi, the first documentation of slavery and stuff, the laws and all that.
No, I didn't know about the slavery. I know about the code. So yeah,
Yeah,
boy, mustache me.
yeah, that's the first documentation of slavery.
I had to go, bro.
No,
I went in that live. What? I was going crazy. What? It was like
yeah, I
three
got a
on one.
bottle of that black seed oil. I'm running low on it.
My favorite part is when the person he called up to help him had to go on mute because he thought he got something. Because all the dude that came up and try to help Murphy do was he came up talking about all you got to do is just type in pseudo after it. Like duh, because it's gonna pull up the 5 people who don't agree amongst the thousands of other people in the field. That's when he stabbed himself for the second time. Oh, it's fun, man. It's fun. Oh, yeah, by the way, but Patreon going crazy. I
Yeah, you
mean,
seen that John I dropped today?
no, I ain't see it today. Bro, you know me, bro. I'm gonna hop in and I'm gonna work from the earliest
Oh, you
post
been?
to
Oh,
now.
okay. Oh, okay. So you just been in
So
that Jane studying and looking up stuff.
I got my no. Fuck that. I already put the first boot down, boy. I went and got my I got my long birth certificate on the way.
Okay, yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? It was on the way.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
I already put the first boot in because I'm like, bro. And
Tell
then,
that. Tell secret agent man he don't understand what I'm doing for people, man.
I tell them when it work out. I ain't got no problem doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no problem. So, look and see. That's why I'm looking at the information. It's just like stuff that you really can't refute for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I was looking at the American government PowerPoint, and that junk goes crazy, bro. I got notes on notes on notes on notes on notes
Killing
on
me.
notes on notes on notes on notes on notes.
Breaking it
Fucking
down, breaking the matrix down.
no, bro, for real. I even got the etymology of some stuff. I went ahead and did on my own.
To the next level.
When you because you really break down like what the Civil War mean, like on some like on a
Hmm.
like on some etymology or etymology, how you choose to say it. Like they really break it down for you. Like it get real scary if you start using alternate definitions of the words they give you for real. Because it really tell you what it
Mm.
is it's about. Because they taught us that the Civil War is about the slaves.
Right.
That's crazy.
That ain't what happened.
Nah. It's a whole plot twist to that joint, man.
You know what I'm
For a
saying?
bigger agenda.
I'm trying to find where I
What are y'all talking about?
can.
What? Oh,
I
he was talking about the stuff that was in the Patreon.
No, he said something about the Civil War.
was talking
Oh,
about how the Civil War wasn't about slaves. It was really like in the etymology behind it is just it's like of the market. Like I got it right here. Hold on. I broke it down as so the civil or the mercenary war. You know what I'm saying? So like when you break down the etymology behind mercenary, it's one who works only for hire or one who has no higher motive, other than to work for the love of gain. And then it's they pay, reward, or wages. And then I get into the etymology of the word war, and then it comes from the root I think it's wire, and it means to confuse or perplex. So in reality, they was just they was just uh confusing the market, through mercenaries, and that's how they were able to set up their own unions through the territorial and municipal United States. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
they
It's kind of
said,
crazy.
"Oh, that shit deep. It's deep, bro." And like, I really go into depth with a lot of that shit. Like a lot
Oh,
of it.
stop. See, stop. What's the matter? What's the matter, crowd?
She's
What's
sick.
wrong? Oh,
She needs to go take a nap.
he said no. Yeah, she gotta take a nap, bro. She tired.
Go get some rest, came in the crowd. Get off the phone. Close your eyes.
Tristan, oh shit.
What? I thought you had some smoke up here, Jeff.
Nah, bro. I was waiting on Murphy and
Yeah.
Sleepy.
Hi, Calypso. Thank you for the coins. I never saw that.
He
Thank
coming
you.
back. Cause I ain't never met him before. He coming back?
No, he on
Nah, he
yours.
ain't coming by.
All he's gonna do is try to. He's gonna Googleology you to death. He's gonna look up stuff
Hey, don't
that
do
has
my boy
pseudo.
like that, bro. He
He's
brings
gonna
some
do
heat
it. He just did it to
sometimes.
me he just tried to straw man every argument that I made concrete. He tried to do that for hours. He got no he got I'm not saying his he's knowledgeable, yeah. He has critical thinking skills, yeah, but he don't do the research, so he gonna fail every time just trying to straw man people. It might work every once in a while against people who are pseudo, because again, he met me out of Earth Speaks Live. So he thought I was on the same pseudo stuff that Earth Speaks be on. He watched his
Go
head roll
ahead,
down some steps in
Tristan.
front of 163 people because you want to sit up here and think I'm sweet.
Oh, I just wanted to ask what was discussed when my phone died, so I can keep going.
Um, I said, damn, what happened?
All I heard was, I feel like you're correct on some things, and then
Oh, you're correct. You're correct in the sense that there is no definitive number. We will never know the definitive number how many slaves are actually arrived here from Africa, but based upon like the evidence that we do have, like I can't just write it. I don't pick and choose. Like I'm not amongst one of the people that pick and choose what information is what information. Like of course there's going to be some falsified information, and there's going to be methods that people can use to get to that falsified information. But until those methods come to light, like I can only take what I have at face value. You know what I'm saying? So the the
the
the
only,
projects.
the only crazy thing to me about, like, because people say black people are indigenous to this land, we've been here and stuff. There's a book out there called Black Indians. I recommend everybody read that. It's from a scholar who studied these things. People can have dark skin, and the other part of the phenotype is not matching. And we see this all the time when people bring up blonde hair, and then you see like Malaysian little girls up there with blonde hair. They aren't West African, and so therefore most of us here don't have a connection to it. So it's the same thing with me with this, we are indigenous, but it goes further, because if you go deeper into your own personal genealogy, you would never make a claim about all of us being from here versus nobody being from Africa, or only 500,000 people are from Africa.
Is the
You
book
have to
called
look.
Black Slaves, Indian Masters? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, it's just called Black Indians.
All right.
And this is a book that was made by a sociologist back in the 70s. I don't recall the name. I just recall the name of the book. But the thing about this book is when it got published, a lot of black people were like, "Yeah, that's me." But it wasn't. They don't look anything like us. They just have dark skin. And then they also talk about the fact that a lot of Native Americans enslaved us, and we had tribal region in a certain part of history, but we weren't blood related to these people. So I think a lot of it is that there's this information put out, and they're telling everybody, you guys are Aboriginal, you guys are the indigenous to North America, but you have to look at your own genealogy to confirm this.
That's a
And some
fact.
people and some people do go into their genealogy, and they do know that they have native ancestry, but the science of today actually about this subject says that they know darker skinned people were here, and that they're not going to claim that the Asiatic natives or aboriginals were the only ones. That's what white people are saying. But I think I wish more black people reserve this kind of rhetoric, because it's going to the fact where they're calling the Asiatic descendant ones $5 Indians. Well, the Asiatic descendant ones have been here for a long time.
I don't subscribe to that rhetoric, Tristan. I'm not a person that subscribes to everybody comes. I'm just saying, based upon the evidence that we have, everybody is not then from Africa. So me, when I give this information, I'm not employing everybody that you already come from here. All I'm saying to people is similar to your message. It's genealogy. You have to go
Have
do this work for yourself to see who you are.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
that's
heard
what
of
I was saying.
a thing called The Journey of a Man?
Say it again.
Have you ever heard of a documentary called A Journey of a Man?
No.
Man, too. Tristan talking right now.
This documentary is a documentary about the latest scientific details that can prove the out of Africa theory. And what they did is that they used DNA to actually prove the out of Africa theory. So at this point, the out of Africa theory has been proven with a more significant science than just archaeology and pictures and things of this nature. It came back all the way to the Sands people in Africa, all of the biodiversity in human beings comes from Africa. And
That's
this
true.
is white people. This is white people saying this.
That's a fact.
You talking
That's a
about the
fact.
But
people
sure,
in Africa that
my
look
my
like they Chinese?
No, that they
it's
can look like the Chinese. They can
Because all
because
the
of
ones I
whatever.
seen, they look Chinese.
No, no, not all Sans people look like that, but they can look like that.
Oh,
Yeah, not all of them look like that. Some of them look like us. Some of them look a little bit closer to the European. They just had that code.
but my biggest argument is I think we're wasting our time on all of that stuff. I'm talking about if it was 530 people, look how many people were in slavery, had to be freed from slavery, then had to go through Jim Crow, then had to fight through civil rights. That's where I'm at right now. So
H
I think
And
I
A
think
Train,
we,
I feel
A
that.
Train brother. Yes. A Train my brother.
I feel that, but A Train, I feel like my position in this is to get the people my age to get their head out their butts and get up. So
it
I
seems
gotta
like
go
you
back
kind
and talk about stuff like this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I get it. But when y'all young people got people that's on the ground telling y'all stuff, it seems like y'all go with the internet and all that written information. It's just like I told my son one time when I talked to him about this. When somebody steals your wallet, they take everything out of it they want, then they throw the rest in the trash. So when everybody show up for the wallet, everything ain't in the wallet that's supposed to be in the wallet. So you
Right.
can't be, like she's saying, you can't be absolute because you're only going to find what they left behind.
And I never said those are absolutes. Those are just the estimates.
Uh,
And
now
I
I was
never.
just trying to iterate on no type of thing. And when I hear people talk about their native land, and on my mom's side, we're from the Lakota Nation. We do
Mhm.
all our practices and stuff. And they turn around and say stuff like that. That make folks mad on this side. They're like, "Well, so what are you saying?" And then we
No,
helped you establish a tribe while y'all was here, and then you're gonna say you from here, and after we helped you establish a tribe? Come on now.
no,
Mhm.
the African that has been stolen and could trace most of their lineage back to Africa, we don't have a problem with your facts. It is the actual indigenous people who have a problem with your facts.
Correct.
Mm,
Yes, yes.
okay.
And just like I tried to break down to them about who the Seminole Indians really are, because I still got folks alive telling our history. And the Seminole Indians
of
were
shit. I
mainly
had to break
those.
down who the Gullah Warriors was. Because I
Facts.
Uh,
hear indigenous African Americans, the Gullah Warriors were over here. No, they originated from Africa and they became over here as slaves. Stop the cat.
Facts.
yeah,
Who would say
they
something who would say something different than that? That's
The
oh no,
indigenous
I didn't know
African
that.
American is saying that.
I didn't even know that because that would get me going. My son is Gullah from both sides. Oh no, I never see. This is why I try to talk to our people, our real people who say that they're
Matter of
indigenous.
fact, the first time I brought that up, it was on the Murphy show. It was one of them indigenous African Americans up there, and I had to crush his soul.
Send it
They
back to
are
the
super
island.
African. They are super African. They came from Africa. They send them to the Indies, and then they had to come to America. They are super African. So I never
yeah,
heard that. I think I wouldn't even be able to talk if somebody in
But
my face.
even if we were over here, right, and they'd be like, "Oh well, the native the indigenous people over here stole they stole our identity." Majority of the indigenous food is similar to African food, so you
hmm
can see that they're related. So what they
And, and
talking about?
and so for that though, if you really look at the cultural history about the food in Africa versus the United States, that actually proves that we are not indigenous for the most part, because there are certain things that can grow here that can't grow in Africa. Somebody that tried to compare maize to corn is two different things. Corn does not
Choose yeah.
it didn't grow in Africa. Maize is not the same thing as corn. And then
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
people tried to say, "Oh, it's the same thing." It's not the same thing. It's a similar family of, but it maize grows in Africa, West Africa completely. But corn is really specific to to the Americas.
But
So
they brought corn here and started growing corn.
no, corn was here, and they brought
The
corn other.
apple trees. Yeah, that's what I meant. I said it wrong. But they pulled the corn that we had to grow out here in America. That really wasn't that type of corn that we're growing out was not indigenous to the land. It was brought here, and then they
Exact
started planting it. That with the apple trees, and there's a lot of stuff that's here that was brought here, and it started growing. They brought it here and grew it.
facts, facts. I see what you're saying. Yes, facts. Yes. So we just have to dig deeper and not make claims about the things that we read 2 weeks ago. Like literally, this is a cluster F. It's a cluster F. There's
It
a
is.
there's a dominant society that holds information from all of us. My craziest thing to watch is the diaspora wars, and my craziest things to watch is these black people saying that they're indigenous versus the people who, for the most part, they have the most information as being here first, fighting over something. This is white supremacy problems. We are all fighting.
Yes, I
Hmm.
tell them that all the
That's
time.
what
They
I say
don't
all the
care.
time.
I say, you guys are trying to sit there and create another enemy when we all have a common enemy. And they don't care. The indigenous African American, majority of them don't like the indigenous people that are on this land. So you're just creating another system. That's all you're
It's
doing.
not, and guess what? It's not just the indigenous African American so called. It is actually the natives too. So it's both of them going head to head. But they're
I don't
not.
see that. I don't see
I
that
do.
much on
I
here.
see it. I see it. I see it. They tried to blame their racism on the Buffalo Soldiers. They call us
Yeah.
settlers. Like it's on both sides. I condemn.
If you see that on here, tag me in some of them
Yes,
videos.
will do. It's on both sides, and it's like you guys are fighting each other, but we can't help each other. We have to fight the people who are actually in power.
Oh.
I say it all the time. Like, we got time to figure this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? What we don't have time for is, the knee on the back of our neck for 18 seconds. We don't got time for that no more. We got time to
Yeah.
figure this stuff out about who's right about what. Right now, we just need to put resources together and build shit.
Facts.
Well,
That's what it comes down to.
they
But
be out there whenever something bad happens to us. They out there.
but the thing about this is it kills me. We can't even get to that point until you smack people across the face with knowledge to wake them up to that.
Okay,
That's the part that
sleepy,
kills me about it.
sleepy. Can I ask you
But
how old you are?
I'm 26.
Okay, so I'm gonna be 37 in 2 days. So let me tell you something. I've been woker than woke. Like I came out my mama woke.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was born with the magic glasses on too.
She said she came out of mama woke.
I literally did. I literally did. So anywho, the knowledge part really it's not it. It's actually just a call to action. So what we do here about religion, yeah, that will help a few people. But some people can believe in God, can believe in Hare Krishna, they can believe in Islam, but they still will be soldiers for the liberation of our people, and never forget that.
Okay.
We can't sit here and talk about this for 20 more years. I have a son that's 3. Eh, my son, I don't want him to experience anything I have or anything that his great grandmother has or
turn it
anything.
off, Savion.
We can't do it no more. It's about the solutions. You said it right. It is about the solution.
And again, I get it. Like, people, but my only reason for even like coming up on the platforms that I do, because like I say all the time, I was in here as user 10100736722. I was one of them people that just came in here and lurked as I was at, what I'm saying, as I was at work. But as I got more and more, like, as I listened more and more, like, it was just more and more misinformation and I started going on different lives, and I'm like, bro, this misinformation is everywhere. This
No, I
misinformation,
understand.
it's
I
it's everywhere. So what I try to do is I just try to come and give people information that Like if I gotta debunk you just for you to get to open your eyes and just come on and build something so we can keep on doing it, fine. I'll keep researching. They too lazy to do it themselves. I got no problem doing that. But it's just I'll keep building. That's the difference.
Let me tell you something about the military and the tactics of the military. Let me tell you something personally. That and the Masons, we can use the same thing with both entities, okay?
Mhm.
As long as you know that somebody believes, you bring them in and then you mold them. So we don't have to give people even knowledge. You don't have to give them knowledge. Like that's not going to help them. It might make a strong leader out of a million people you talk to, but as long as you know that you can mold them, that is really the goal. If you believe in black liberation, just know you can mold somebody. That's what you need to what is it called? That's the skill you need to hone on. Being able to mold somebody to actually do the fight.
Mhm.
Breonna Taylor, the FBI right now has come to conclusions that us freedom fighters have been going to for 2 years. They came to it because somebody, all of us actually, brought to the attention of the facts of the case. You need people around you that can bring to the attention of people in power the facts of the case. Taking their religion away, that's not going to help because after that they're going to convert to another cult,
Another cult. Yep.
because they want that same feeling they had in their old religion. And
And I did.
you
We
can
remember we did a whole teaching on this on my live about replacement theology.
facts. You
And
can't teach them from there because in a smaller cult, the smaller cult, the new person is messing with the leader, and they're all all a family and blah blah blah. You can't get that person that you just got out of Christianity into black liberation. Once you see that that person can fight, you grab that person. You don't have to give them facts about the number of people who were enslaved.
oh,
Okay. I see what you're saying.
I think
I
I'm
see.
talking. I'm sorry.
No, Tristan, I see what
huh?
you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, taking the time and giving me information because you know what I'm saying. A lot of people just don't. You know what I'm saying. Like a lot of people recognize that I may have a different thinking or a different perception, and then they just write me off. Like I appreciate when people try to actually speak. Give me things to without like attacking certain differences. So I respect
And
it.
see,
You know what
this
I'm saying. I don't think you ever talk.
everything she's telling y'all, that's the same stuff I've been telling folks from the jump. And I tell Tristan all the time, a lot of them can't hear me because I'm a pastor. They miss the whole message I'm giving because they're too busy looking at me being a pastor and not the fight.
So in
So
East.
I start getting people like Tristan. I let them tell you.
Mhm.
I got these other folks telling you got your intellectuals. This is what I'm talking about leadership. Just because you're the leader of what's going on, that don't mean you take over, but you find everybody that's good at what they do. Then you create an army. Then you fight. You need your shoot, move, and communicate. Once we get the communication down, then we can start moving. Then we can start shooting. But right now, you got to get the communication levels down.
That's a fact.
Get her.
I received that too. But and answer question in the comments. I know someone who is a Mason and an Eastern Star. That's impossible because a Mason is a male fraternity and the Eastern Star is a female no wait. What is it?
That's not true. All right, a man can become an Eastern Star
He can be
based
You
upon
a Shriner or something like that. But he's not like in
sleepy,
the
it. Depends. No, not
sleepy.
what
We need to
happens.
talk. We need to talk, sleepy. You
okay.
said that's impossible. An Easter
I thought
Star
that
is
was
more than likely a Mason's wife. You
it,
would
it,
know both of them. You would know
but
both of them.
okay.
Okay, it
Okay.
depends on which type of masonry you're talking about. If you're talking about
I
just
thought
Freemasonry, but I'm going to show you. You got free and accepting Masons, you got free and accepting modern Masons, and you
mhm.
got Prince Hall. Under Prince Hall, a man becomes an Eastern Star because the Eastern Star
Yes,
Lodge cannot exist without a man being over it. So he
Facts.
becomes an
yes,
Eastern Star and
That's what
create other Eastern Star that are females.
it
But a
and that,
man can't. It depends on what house he falls under to determine if he can be Eastern Star or not. Because there's different housing and masonry. But everybody, I think they just look at one side of masonry, but there's 4 different Mason groups out there.
I was just talking about like the initial like
No,
separate
A-Train,
men and the women. That's
A-Train,
what I was saying.
A-Train, listen to the advice I gave the brother. He said
That
you wouldn't know an Eastern Star and a Mason at the same time. It doesn't matter which part of the Masonry they're in. Usually,
I was
not
just saying.
always. If you met Ethan, you've met an Eastern Star because if he's married, that wife would be the Eastern Star. This is usually not
Yeah,
only just in Paul
that'll be his
Hall.
shadow. Correct. Yeah, on that level,
Right.
that's she's considered the shadow. And but she's the shadow, but she can become part of the organization within its workings, or she's automatically considered because everything falls to her if anything happens to that Mason.
Mm-hmm.
She's already an
Right.
inheritor.
Right.
Go read their certificate.
So
You
no,
know the certificate that they get when he becomes a
if you
Mason,
know
his
a
whole
Mason
family.
Eastern Star, that's what I'm saying. So that's not good advice that you gave.
I,
If you know a Mason, you probably know an Eastern Star.
okay. I was all I was.
That's my area. Y'all in my area now. These are my this is stuff that I study right here.
Yeah,
I
I know.
study it so hard, people think I'm a Mason.
And that's my. I wasn't saying that. All I was saying that the Eastern Star is mainly for women, as far as its members. I was not saying that you would not ever find a man there because again, you need to be. They need to have a Shriner. That's why I said after it was like, well, unless he's a Shriner, and then
Are
and
you
then
guys affiliated or not? What is your favorite purpose of looking at the stars? What direction?
Because I'm telling you, men can be Eastern stars.
yeah, that's
That's a folly no, I mean like they're literally members of the Eastern Star organization.
yeah
It's
because
not just a female organization for Eastern Stars. I'm telling you, men are Eastern
I
Stars.
Yeah,
and
let's
I,
have
make
a
that
picture
claim.
plate.
I didn't make that claim.
Come picture plate.
No, not you. No, he said he made that claim. I'm trying to correct
Claim that if
him. Hello,
okay.
you breaking up, Trish? Can you hear
commonly
you?
at least where I am, they are most
Oh,
common
okay.
as the women sorority to the Masons. Or the
Ooh,
free,
It's
don't
not a
call no Eastern
sorority.
Star no sorority. You'll get your tail blowed out the water. Call them a sorority.
or
I
sorry,
know what you're saying, but I'm just saying don't do it.
I'm just trying to put it get more.
I know you're relating it to like fraternities and sororities that you've heard about, like Phi Beta Sigma,
Not to
Kappa
say
Lambda Chi, all that. But do not call them a sorority. They will blow you out the water. Just be careful when you say that to an Eastern Star. Because you got some over here listening to you right now that's texting me like a
honest one,
big dog.
honest one. I know
Yeah, I be like, they're blowing up my
You never
phone right
know who
now.
you're talking. If you're not a part of the organization, this is the funniest thing to me in these lives is that a lot of people have like what is that called, hypothesis. Just don't talk about stuff you don't know. Like I've been saying this ever since I came around you guys. Just don't talk about things you don't know.
but
It makes it
Uh,
easier.
okay, all right, you got it, Tristan. But
Oh no,
uh,
I'm just saying. I'm
no,
just saying.
I don't want to work.
I could read you some of the comments. You want me to read you some of the comments they're saying about you right now?
They're not here to read the comments from what's been
No, I'm
transpired.
talking about what they're texting me right. I told you you got more people watching you than you think you do.
I
And
know
I said, and they're texting me.
I,
Bird's eye
You can't see these
view.
comments. You
I
can't
know.
see these comments.
Read me some
Yeah,
of them because again, I was talking about what Jay was talking about.
yeah, I know.
And your advice for Jay is that if you see a Mason, you don't necessarily always have to see an Eastern Star. I gave you an example. The most example in all of the codes or whatever you want to call it is that the if the man is married, and most Masons are, he has an Eastern Star right beside him. So you might always know an Eastern Star when you see a Mason.
But it's not always it's not required.
What do you?
It's not required. If you put it like that, no, it's not required. But that's part of it, though.
That's all
Because
I'm saying.
if you're looking at that man, you could be that man you're looking at is probably an Eastern Star himself.
Mm-hmm.
In the black community, in the black, yes, in the black community, yes.
Okay.
I'm I'm on the ground. I'm doing this stuff on the ground. That's why we try to explain stuff to people. Because I had this conversation before because folks came at me because I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma and Kappa Lambda Chi, but they don't know nothing about the organizations or what they read on the internet. And they
A lot of
assume.
people are something on the internet. He said his wife is not necessarily an Eastern Star. She's most likely a heroine of Jericho. Come on now. We're
Wait a minute. I said a
we're
shadow.
black.
Didn't I say shadow?
We're black. We are black. So that's the perspective. So if you're internet researching, that's what your answer would be. We're black though. Anywho, moving on. I'm that's what I'm saying, Sleepy. You don't make anything absolutes in your mind. Never, ever. Don't do it. And anybody listening, don't do it. It makes you a great debater when you don't do it too.
Okay.
When I say I will help A Train, it's because I will find stuff for A Train and I don't even believe in none of it. It's nothing's an absolute in my mind. Except for don't hurt children, then I go crazy. Y'all seen it before. But yeah, don't make anything an absolute in your mind.
I'm telling you real facts. I'm a Freemason. I'm just telling you the truth. What are you telling me the truth about?
Who
Uh,
said that?
Ronald DiCaprio? He said his wife
And
is not. I don't know about
I
That
that.
is
didn't
not what we said.
say necessarily has to be. If your wife is of Ronald, then that's your wife. I didn't
And
say
see, I
that.
need
I said for the most part, they will be an Eastern Star for Black people. If you guys found your lineage through the White Lodge, then you guys have a different point of view.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
and
Whew.
see. You got Prince Hall, you got free and accepted Mason, you got free and accepted modern Mason, and you got free, modern, and accepted Mason. So when you start talking, brother, don't make sure you understand who you're talking to. You might be a Freemason, all
Yikes.
right, but then you got to tell me what Freemason are you? Are you Prince Hall? Then I could tell you about how you're set up because it's part of my studies. This is my studies on the ground
That
with
expired.
their books, with their books. So
Here.
which one are you? Are you Prince Hall?
Are
Most
you
likely
GD?
Prince Hall.
Are you? I am all.
GD? Are you Crip? Are you Blood? Let's move on the conversation. I think we
Y'all hit my area. It's not too often I get to get my area up in here.
You GD is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm not
They
GD.
didn't let the TDs in the doubt.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
I know.
What? Oh, he said he's just joking, right?
I know they did.
Oh, someone's hating. Don't hate, bro. Appreciate. Love
And
it.
they tried to take me out the game. I ain't gonna lie. They tried to take me out the game when I was young. They tried to sit me down when I was like 12.
I'm
What
not
the
from
fuck was
Chicago.
you doing?
I have
Well,
knowledge. I'm not from Chicago. I have knowledge. I only speak on knowledge.
man,
Shit, they
Everybody
got GDs all over.
wasn't doing. I put it that way. I wasn't doing nothing they wasn't doing.
Well, okay then, bro. Come on, stop, Sleepy.
No, bro, it's not even like that. It's just like y'all was my mans. Like it's like 4 or 5 of them. It was like 3 or 4 of them. Like y'all was the homies, and y'all did me like that.
Yeah, that happens, bro.
Y'all did me like that. Yeah, y'all could at least.
Dang, what y'all all live in the same area? 'Cause they
Nah,
got me when I was 8.
my
I
daddy's
ran
side
back
of
to
the
the
family
church.
from Chicago, so I know about that
Nah,
lifestyle.
My
with
family,
Undertaker and all them.
my family from the south side of
Who?
Chicago.
Yep.
Dang.
I was
You
born.
said your daddy?
You said what?
Yeah, my daddy side from the south side of Chicago.
But they came down to Mississippi with my brother and set up what's in Jackson, Mississippi that y'all hear Newt talk about all the time. But they all bloods though.
Yeah, Mississippi. I know a lot of Mississippi people that came here and they bloods.
These gangs are a disgrace, black men. These gangs are a disgrace. Let me tell you,
Yeah. I'm
black men
trying to take all
don't
of them out.
Talk to him, Tristan.
yeah, don't get involved in none of these gangs because they ain't protecting black lives. They're hurting black lives. And snitching is only when you're a part of that life. So if you're just a regular person on the street and you see Tyrone shooting
Yeah, I think
somebody, that's not
Trazzo Russell
snitching.
was a Mason. I think he was, bro.
My dad
What's up?
dad was a Mason. My mom was Eastern Star. My grandmother was a Mason and an Eastern Star.
Robert, come here.
Then that's top. Didn't I tell you, A-Train, our upbringing was similar? Or mine
Mm-hmm.
was like
My
what you were
kitchen floor is
explaining?
not clean.
I didn't even.
I keep telling them, Tristan, they don't know what kind of Baptist I
So
was.
you have
I
fast.
caught on real fast.
When you left, I got up and went in the
Fast,
kitchen and
quick,
took
in
a
a
burger.
hurry.
Do better than that, son. Tell me you ain't got my socks on. Come on.
We are killing. Why do
Nah,
we
them
have to?
ain't mine. I was wearing no dinosaur
But I
socks.
love y'all. I'm
But
fight for y'all.
stop with dinosaur socks.
Learned all the tactics on it
Why you
too.
taking your stuff off in my room, your stinky feet?
We have to
What's
separate
all peace?
to build our own. That's the only reason we're separating. We need to have for self. We need to be okay with us first. We in a bad relationship with the United
I
States.
don't want peace.
Well, that's why I keep telling y'all,
I
y'all need to
want
go
no
through me,
trouble.
not Buck.
I ain't
But
got no cookies.
you believe that though,
Ain't no
because
cookies.
your
Oh,
ego.
hold on.
That ego. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Buck's
I
whole
was,
Hey,
I was
bro.
thought
messing with
process
Buck.
about
Me and Buck got a
Buck's
joke
whole
going
thought
on.
says out loud because whatever people say out loud ain't what they think on the inside about nobody about him wanting leaders around him. That is actually the thought process of a real leader. So no, you shouldn't want everybody to fall in line with you. Trust that. A-Train.
Hey man, good shit.
The people argue with you the
No, I
most
want.
but stick
I
around.
want all the
Don't
flunkies. Bring me all the flunkies, guys.
not flunkies, not just flunkies. Those people have to have like a not just flunkies. Flunkies.
No, I'm not giving you my whole package. You tripping today? You tried it.
Always late for your boy, man.
Not for me. I'm saying in general, you don't want all flunkies around you because flunkies know how to
No.
flunk. You Buck is saying right that he wants all. That might
That's
not
I was
be
just,
how he
good.
I
really.
was just playing, Tristan.
Yeah, I know you
Oh,
were playing.
Black liberation is serious to me. I'm sorry. I be too
Yeah.
serious. I'm sorry. I made some dance videos today
No,
though.
that's why I was saying me and Buck be tripping over here. They'll be
Yeah, I
serious.
was on that. I was riding hard for that black liberation, and then I found out a lot of people don't be about the same shit.
Bro, my thing
And
is,
Charlotte
bro.
says I ride solo too, but I give information. I ride solo all day, every day, no problem. I don't need any of you. But at the end of the day, we should be uplifting everybody so that they can get to their higher purpose, and that's what I do.
What?
My, I just want to be able to,
Can you
even
do
if I have to
what?
do it myself,
Do you
I would
remember those boards?
like kids can go and learn in peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of looking up on the news and seeing different, kids being, and it's not necessarily our babies, but like I want to make sure that it's never our babies. You feel me? Because it's only a certain, like I can't help but to it's just bad, bro. It's just bad. It's bad. So I want to create, what I'm saying, schools and places for kids to learn that is in accordance to who they are. That's outside of the cookie cutter system that doesn't judge them by a way that they're able to, or I should say, they don't judge a fish on the ability to climb a tree.
Say what?
We don't need that system
Now?
any longer. Brand new system built
Hey,
for
I
the
gotta
kid.
I gotta roll. No disrespect. I gotta roll. I'll catch y'all in just a second. I gotta go do something.
All right, peace. So like, because a lot of this stuff starts in the education. Like a lot of us have gone wayward because of the way we were educated by other people's systems, and that's where it's like it's got to stop. In my humble opinion,
Yeah.
it's got to, because it's doing too much harm.
Well, shit, let me get some of that. Shit, you ain't gotta work for nobody. I'm trying to be on your level. Hell, tired of working for motherfuckers.
Who
You don't have to
Calhoun.
you?
look up independent contracting.
Yeah, I was just
Look
about
up
to,
any
you need to get
contracting.
a student enterprise.
Yeah, I tried. I was gonna do
Yeah, look up any
contracting, cutting
independent
grass, and
contracting gig.
then my nephews fucked me on that. They want to go work at
No,
McDonald's and shit.
just keep going though. I started my first business when I was 17 years old. And I've had downs. I've been homeless. I've been homeless. I've been successful and I've slept at a bus stop too. You can't just say one experience will deter you from your real mission.
So, yeah,
Never
no,
do
no.
that, Susan. Never. Keep pushing. If you have a higher goal, first you write the goal down. Then you write how do you get to the goal down. Never give up just because of one or two or three bad experiences. Never.
I ain't give up. My priorities changed.
Yeah, priorities do change, but then you go back and you read that goal book that you wrote the
No,
first
not
time
for
you had the
me.
goal, and,
I can't risk it
then
like
you
that. I got too
change.
many people that depend on me to feed their mouth. So they be all right. I'm
This
cool.
isn't just a your goal. Your goal can be to feed the mouse, and then the things under that, the secondary things under that, is what you place down.
I've been broke and
After
once.
that, if priorities change after that, then you go and look and see. But never give up on your dreams. Never give up on them. Just
I
keep
gave up
going.
on that
That's
shit a
all you can
long
do.
time ago.
That's a fact. I
I
just
used to
learned
be a I used to draw. I gave that shit up when I started having kids. Because my kids like fucking up my artwork.
Oh no, yeah, you got to get a job when you got kids. But I'm saying, still keep drawing.
Nah, because they fucked my stuff up and then I got a bad attitude problem. So I gave it up. I ain't drew nothing in about 12 years.
pick
Yep,
the
I
pen,
think it's been 12.
pick the pencil back.
No, cool.
Can you try to do me just for fun?
Huh?
Can you try to draw a picture of me just for fun?
I
I
didn't
don't care
I
what it
didn't
looks
draw
like. I want
I didn't get
to.
there yet. I wasn't drawing people. I was just drawing stupid cartoons. My
I
wife
look
brought
like a
my
cartoon.
wife brought me a whole bunch of art stuff so I can start trying to draw people's faces and stuff. And then my kids started fucking with my art shit. I came home, they put some orange shit all over my art pad. And I was like, yep, well, I'm not doing this shit no more.
I look like a cartoon. Draw my face.
So I put all that shit up.
Tristan, I'll do it for real.
Go ahead, but Sutton is talking about giving up his dreams because of
Never
a road.
That
you
I gave
either.
that shit up a long time ago. When I got with my girl, I gave up trying to be a comedian.
Why you keep
That shit
giving up?
But
don't pay the bill.
You
but
funny.
you though.
Yeah, but it don't pay the bills. I wasn't finna sit there and have me, my girl, and our son sleeping in people's cars, going house to house, just so I can try to be a famous comedian. I ain't got time for that. I just went
I,
and got a
But
job.
you're not understanding how entrepreneurship works though. So entrepreneurship isn't just you giving up and like you not having jobs. I've had my own businesses, brick and mortar businesses, and worked for people at the same time. You have to have capital. So however you get the capital, you have to do it. If you have to go to a job, that's how you raise your capital. But that shouldn't take your passion away from you to do at home. And then those 4 or 5 paintings that you do, you just post them on TikTok and somebody might buy it. You don't start
No,
your
I'm cool.
out and start making a whole bunch of money to feed your family.
It ain't about me now. It's about them. I do everything for them. I'm not worried about my passions no more. That's just out the window.
I hate to hear it, but okay, you're a grown person
Why?
and I'm not
I'm
significant.
old. I'm old as shit. I'm not finna sit there and try to follow my dreams and passions. I just I follow. I'll help them follow their dreams and passions, and hopefully they succeed in life.
But to the point that you don't
I
draw
get more.
anything, to the point that you don't draw
I get. I'll get more. I'll get more satisfaction watching them do what they want to do in life.
to the
So
point that you don't draw anything.
no, I don't draw anything at all.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't feel like going out buying stuff, then trying to draw, then having them look over my shoulder, and then I gotta go to the store. Well, it might be a quick errand, and I come back and my stuff's messed up.
We all have different thoughts. I'll respect that.
They be alright. They want to do something in life, I support them 100%. They can pursue their dreams. I'm not doing that. I got a different dream. My dream is
To me,
not to work for other people for the rest of my life.
I tell people all the time though, if your goal is not to work for people for the rest of your life, then you have to have sub goals. And so that's what I was telling you earlier. Okay, if that's your goal, I don't want to work for people for the rest of my life, then how do you get there? And you write that down. How do you get there?
I'm gonna get there in about 2 years.
Oh, how you can contact me, Sessions, is just hit me in the DM and I'll just give you my phone number. That's how I am. Hit me in my DM and I'll look at it and I'll give you my phone number. It's that easy.
No, it's not. It's not that I'm giving up on stuff. I just don't. I don't have the passion to do that no more.
Oh no, I understand that. I retired after like 19 years of being a cosmetologist and an educator because I didn't feel like doing that no more. But the thing for me is not working for people. So I always find a way to not work for people. And the way
Yeah.
I do it is I say I don't want to work for people and then I give myself different suggestions on how not to work for people and that has helped me. You don't get no different phone number every month, child of the sun. You ain't even hit me up when I told you to come on my live and talk about Greek.
How you gonna do it? How you gonna not work the rest of your life in 2 years? I need to know this.
Who? I'm a,
I'm gonna get my I'm gonna get my CDL, and then just gonna be an independent contractor, picking up people's loans, taking them from state to state.
Oh, I thought you meant like you're not gonna work at all no more. You're not gonna
Nah,
work for
B&E gang coming soon, cat. No.
Now you can session. Now you can session. I didn't
I
realize I wasn't following you.
gotta build some residual income, passive income.
Yeah,
Right? You ain't gotta work no more.
I
I'm gonna write a.
ain't
The
trying to
It's my
the
plan.
say that
best
again.
I'm gonna
the
write a
best
book.
passive income is the stocks and
Yeah, I'm
Bitcoin.
Mo's gonna help me with my book, I think next year.
I'm gonna write a Hebrew Israelite cut book so I can teach about the Hebrew Israelites. I think it'll sell. Yeah,
Well,
You're a Hebrew.
I'm a
Garfield got
Hebrew
one of
Israelite.
them. No, he
I'm not
not.
married. I'm not married, so we can talk. And my father is dead.
Look, us Hebrew Israelites, we
You
won't
are
talk
not
to.
a Hebrew Israelite. Stop, bro.
Come, Yasharallah! Come! Bring it out. That's right. What a joke.
Sessions, I added you as a friend. I didn't realize that we weren't friends. I just added you so you can DM me, and then I'll give you my telephone number.
So, I really want to ask you, I don't want you to betray your boy, but what do Mo got for me? I know
What
you
you
got
mean?
something.
What do you got?
The other day, he was trying to get me to debate him. He wanted me to come up in the box and debate him, so I know you got something new.
I don't
I'm
know,
trying.
bro. We don't. Me and him don't be talking about you like that. He be talking about him getting his stuff for his He trying to get this building so he can put all his stuff in there, the books, the library, the daycare, the studio.
So, y'all don't got nothing about the Bible being fake? Nothing new came out?
Nah,
Okay.
we ain't been hitting the studies. He be doing his book. He trying to finish that.
Yeah,
I'm shocked he
I
be
think,
coming on TikTok. I tell him, you coming on TikTok, that be taking away your time writing this book.
yeah. That's what's happening to me. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? I still feel that my stance stands on the Bible. I think it can't be penetrated. I think
Yeah, they
undebunkable.
don't they don't like you on here, bro. Every time you go live, they bang your shit.
Right? Yeah, man, they do. I'm only speaking the truth, though.
Yeah, them
I don't mean.
Hebrew Israelites, they be in their feelings too much. They
I
claim
think.
to be they supposed to
Is
be
he
tough
being
and they're
is he
huh?
being serious? Is he being serious when he says that he believes in the Bible
Yeah, he do. He's a preterist.
and that it's undebunkable?
Yeah, it's undebunkable so far. I thought Mo had something for me. That's why I thought he was bringing me up.
The only reason that you can ever listen to Mo and not feel that it debunked it is because you just have a strong faith and belief. And belief and faith is not evidence or truth or proof.
I actually go off history to prove it,
It's not
not
history.
not belief.
It's not history. Do you follow Torah and Tanakh?
No,
Then your book told you to follow Torah.
no,
And
that was given to Moses. Moses wrote those laws himself when he went up into the holy mountain. He was tempted. He became the serpent and the devil and Satan. Moses. He gave them that law. It was never meant for us.
then what did Jesus say about the law?
He said, "One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Herefore, if anyone breaks these least commandments, right? These least commandments, and then he goes down and says what these least commandments are. He's not really implying the Torah there. He's implying the law of life. But when you have people with a carnal mind and they can't see spirit, they're going to think he's talking about the Mosaic laws, which he never taught. He taught the opposite of that.
He did not teach the opposite of that. Look at Matthew's. The whole book, the whole chapter tells the whole book shows you that he wasn't not saying that he didn't come to change the laws, right? Did he
Right?
say that he didn't come
Change
to
the
change
law.
the law?
He didn't come to
Did
change the law or the prophets. That's because when Moses gave them the law, he literally told them, I present before you good and evil, life and death. So you can
So
choose life. When he said
so
choose
then
life, talking about the
so
life.
then with that, so then with that last statement you just made, you have to know what the laws were, and you have to know what the prophecy was from the Torah standpoint to know if Jesus met the prophecies. Your Jesus met the prophecies. So is Jesus being born of a virgin, is that important to you?
Yeah, important. I mean,
What,
it wouldn't stop the last prophecy from being fulfilled. Nothing prior could stop the last prophecy. So when I'm able to show that the last prophecy is fulfilled, by default, all the rest are, whether it's a virgin or not. That's just common logic.
no, because you have to revert back. You have to refer back to people who made the prophecy. So you can't just say it doesn't matter because of your beliefs. You have to refer back to the people who made the prophecy.
But I can do that. I can go to Zechariah 12 through 14, show the last day prophecy, show Jesus quote the same thing, then show it literally happen in history. I can do
So
this.
what? So one so-called, and I'll say so-called. So one so-called prophecy being fulfilled out of the thousands, that is okay for you as somebody who doesn't refer to Torah and Tanakh.
Well, when you're saying Torah, you're just saying the first 5 books. You say Tanakh, you're
Exactly.
talking about
Tanakh,
the
yes.
Psalms. The
Tanakh
prophets are
includes
the prophets are
Tanakh,
past.
Tanakh
Hold
includes
on, hold
Torah.
on, hold on, Batson and Tristan. Guys, he is a preterist. Tell him what preterism is.
Will we believe, will we know that all biblical prophecy has been fulfilled in 70 AD? That's what the Bible is prophesying about from the beginning to end. The siege of 70 AD, where Jerusalem was destroyed and the heavens and earth, which was Jerusalem, passed away.
Then why would your book say that your so-called Messiah and Son of God? Why would they say that we are all gods? Why would they say that they didn't come to change the law if just by pure stance of 70 AD or whatever that everything will be changed? That one part being in your Bible is so confusing to me because that's the
Everything
most
was,
truth that the whole Bible
everything,
talks about. Your Jesus didn't claim to be the Son of God in your own Bible, first of all. And second of all, he does not meet the requirements of Torah. And then I will include Tanakh.
well, how do you figure that?
So I asked you if Jesus being born of a virgin birth is important to you. And you said, oh, yes. But we know that in the Hebrew, it states that it's a young woman. It doesn't have to be a virgin. So being of a virgin birth makes this Jesus seem more supernatural than it is. And so that's why you hold it to be important.
It wouldn't have to exactly quote it like the 21st century mind state would want it to be. And this is the whole point as preterists. When you have people with a 21st century westernized mindset, then they try to interpret a first century Eastern literature, you're going to be off by default because you're using your own view of the 21st century, trying to read poetic, prophetic scriptures or literature, period.
But
So
I
when
don't have to use my own understanding, sir. I'm not a highly regarded scholar of any sort when it comes to theology.
Go
So
Bills.
I'm using the understanding of people who have studied, and it's not true. If I've respected this answer much more, but I know more than likely most Christians think that the virgin birth is a miraculous thing, and that proves to them that this Jesus has a God-like entity because he's the Son of God. But if
that
where
doesn't
you guys got this whole mentality from didn't even need a son of God, and now you guys have a son of God, we're looking at two different religions, actually.
one, I'm not a Christian, right? Two, one, I'm not a Christian, right? So that you can just throw that out the window. So don't put me in that box. I'm a full preterist, saying that all biblical prophecy has been fulfilled. So when you get into the faith and I believe in this and believe in that, that's not really what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with the scriptures and the fulfillment of it happening. not really all the other things that you're clumping me in with. So, like I said, I can go to the scriptures, I can go to the prophets, I can show the fulfillment, and then show that in history. So, all the other things that you're talking about, which are faith-based things, people that are faith or dreamers or futurists, all that kind of madness, that's for them. I'm not in that box.
So the first question I asked you was, did you read the Torah and Tanakh? Do you base this off Torah and Tanakh? You cannot say that the prophecies are all fulfilled just based off the Bible. You cannot say that. The prophecies didn't start in the Bible. The Bible
How you
starts
gonna
from
get there? That's what I told him.
yes. The Bible takes other people's belief systems and change it into something else.
I'm not talking about belief. I'm talking about prophecy. Like I can say a prophecy to you right now, right? I could just say it to you, but you wouldn't know what it was talking about.
But here's the thing: if any prophecy in the Bible exists, it has to come from Torah, Tanakh. So if you don't study those two things, whatever you call your thought process doesn't matter.
Well, you can go to the Torah with Deuteronomy 28:52, and it says, "He shall besiege thee within all thy gates." Right? That's a siege. Then I can go to I'm in the Tanakh, right? I'm in the Torah now. Now I can go to Zechariah, where he prophesies the same siege.
You're reading it from
I can
Hebrew?
go to Jesus about the same siege.
You're reading it from Hebrew?
Hebrew? No, I'm not reading it from Hebrew.
So you're reading it from the Bible that calls it Deuteronomy, right?
Right.
So I'm saying your position is already messed up if you don't study the Hebrew. I don't even have to get deep into this.
Well, that's you. I mean, that's what you believe. But my point is this: whether it's Hebrew or English, if I can go ahead and show that prophecy is fulfilled, you couldn't then go to the Hebrew and say, "Oh, it's not fulfilled," because you got to study the Hebrew. You got to go way beyond that. You got to go to idioms as well.
That's exactly what you would have to do. That is exactly what you would have to do.
That's for you. That's what you would have to do.
No, not for me. Not for me.
For me.
But son, what prophecy exactly has come to fruition?
Facts.
What is to fruition? The siege of 70 AD came to fruition. It was prophesied in prophesied Deuteronomy 28:52. Then it's prophesied again, Daniel 9:24. Then it's prophesied again, Zechariah 1 and 2, Zechariah 14 and 2, Luke 21:20 through 24. It's prophesied one last time in Revelation 11:1 and 2.
Can we talk about the history of the books? The first 4 gospels.
Yo, get Enoch up here because I gotta slay him.
No, man, because y'all gonna start arguing and then he's gonna give me a sip in.
No, he said Califia and he's wrong. He said
that. Who wrote those gospels?
I ain't saying no Califia.
No, not you, not you, Batson. I'm talking about Enoch. Go Bills, by the way.
Okay, now I want. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Batson, do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Josh, what?
Batson, do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Not the way that you believe. You believe in that's a literal man that walked the earth, right? That's what you believe, right?
No, I don't believe that.
Oh, okay.
Do you believe in what was written about him in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
I believe that the Bible is an allegorical book full of prophecy. So when you're seeing things happening there, there's really an allegoric meaning to all of it. It's not something literal.
I can agree with you on that. Because
when I say believe what's written of, I do believe it, but as the allegory interprets, I don't believe that he was walking on earth and walking on water and turning wine into bread. That's allegory.
Was he a historical figure?
Was he a what?
A historical figure.
No,
it was a historical figure.
Book.
That's what he's saying.
That's like saying it's the boy that cried wolf in his historical figure.
I didn't get that come again. Was Jesus a historical figure?
His thought process is that the Bible can prove the Bible. That's all his thought processes.
The Bible cannot prove the Bible.
It
does not prove anything.
No. I'm telling you what his thought process is. The prophecies of the actual Bible, especially probably the King James or any westernized version, he's saying he can prove that those prophecies have happened. That's his thought process.
Well, he's wrong. He's wrong because first off, if we take the stories of the New Testament, for example, the birth of Jesus Christ, and hold it against the Old Testament prophecy, according to Matthew, the prophecies Matthew is citing all over Matthew, none of it is the same. I mean, the stories are different. The Old Testament is saying something else, and Matthew is imposing that this is what it is saying.
He's
Have you
giving a
looked? Have you seen
spiritual
something like that?
interpretation. Like what exactly confusing you in Matthew?
Come again with your question.
What exactly is confusing? Hold up.
I'm not confused. Go to Matthew 1, 21 to 23. Do you have your Bible with you?
Nah, but go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Matthew 1, 21 to 23 is talking about the virgin birth of Jesus Christ. It says, behold, a virgin shall be with child and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God with us. Now, Matthew is citing Isaiah 7. And when we look at Isaiah 7 from verse 3 to 17, but I'm not going to read all that. I'm just going to go to 11. The argument is between the prophecy is going to King Ahaz. The prophecy comes to King Ahaz 700 years before Jesus. 700 years before Jesus. This prophecy was given to a particular king of Judah. And this prophecy was supposed to come to fruition in his lifetime. And he says, the virgin, this is Isaiah telling King Ahaz, he says, the virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and he will be called Emmanuel. He will be eating curds and honey when he knows enough to reject the wrong and choose the right. For before the boy knows enough to reject the wrong and choose the right, the land of the two kings that you dread will be laid waste. The Lord will bring on you, on your people, and on the house of your father a time unlike any other since Ephraim broke away from Judah. He will bring the king of Assyria. This prophecy is to King Ahaz, as you have seen. It says, before the boy Emmanuel, who would be born of a virgin, is able to differentiate between good and evil, the king of Assyria will invade the land of Israel and take them captive, laying the land waste. But in the time of Jesus, 700 years in the future, we never saw the Assyrians. It was not the Assyrians, it was the Romans. And the land was not laid waste. How is that a prophecy? How is that applicable to this prophecy? How is this being cited by Matthew as a prophecy of things to come?
Well, the land was laid waste in 70 AD when the Romans destroyed it. They literally did lay it waste. As far as some of the other things you're saying, which I'm not really familiar with, just from what you're saying, what you're reading, it seems, like I said, it seems to be an allegorical meaning, something along those lines.
How can it be? Matthew said,
the
no,
whole Bible
you need to
is
look
allegorical.
at Matthew. You need to look at Matthew. He wasn't talking allegorically. He says, Matthew tells us that the Spirit of God impregnating Mary, okay, a woman betrothed to Joseph, was only confirmation of things that have been written by Isaiah, saying, now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, behold, a virgin. This was not allegorically. This was not allegorical.
No, I'm saying when you were saying
It was
Ahaz,
literal.
you were saying Ahaz in Syria. I'm saying that because if you go to Ezekiel, the whole book is basically naming every nation and everything they do wrong to be Israel. So that's what I mean when I say kind of allegorical. So when it says king of Assyria, it doesn't necessarily literally mean Assyria. Just like your Isaiah 19:1 where it says Egypt.
So what does it mean? Does it mean spirit? Is it spiritual? Is it spiritual?
It's what spiritual?
If it's not literal, is it spiritual, or what other meaning can you derive from that? Because Matthew,
the king of Assyria, yeah, that could be spiritual.
We didn't see that happen in the time of Jesus. We did not see that. And if you read this in context,
see Jerusalem
this
destroyed?
prophet. What? Come again?
You say we didn't see Jerusalem destroyed in the time of Jesus?
No, we did not see the king of Assyria invading Israel. We did not see them taking. the Israelite captives. It was the Romans, and they did not take the Israelites captive into the land of captivity. It never happened. The prophecy in full context by Isaiah is that Israel will be laid waste and they will be enslaved in a foreign land.
They were
When
laid
Emmanuel
waste
is born, they were not slaves in a foreign land in the time of Emmanuel, if Emmanuel is to be Jesus.
Well,
Now,
they were in his generation. They were in his generation.
They were not, first of all. And now I can go further. I can show you. I can show you more things.
It's going to happen to their generation. Like,
let me show you more things.
Wait. This laid
not...
waste you're talking about, right? Listen. This laid waste you're talking about, right? You're laid waste. I'm just gonna hit you with 3 verses, right? This is your laid waste. This is Matthew 23, 35 through 39, right? This is him talking to Pharisees, right? Talking to Pharisees. He says, "Wherefore, behold, I send you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them you shall kill, and some of them shall you scourge in your synagogues from city to city, that upon you may come all the righteous bloodshed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel to the blood of Zacharias, son of Barachias, whom you slew between the altar and the temple. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation." So he literally told them that during their siege, during his generation, that this destruction or them being laid waste was to occur.
That's a different argument altogether, and we can look at it in context. What I'm talking about is Jesus being Emmanuel, and whether at the time of his birth, the things that were said to happen, a prediction of things to come. Now, when we look at what Matthew says is a prophecy, it does not apply to the circumstances in the time and the birth of Jesus Christ. So that's a different thing. Now, I'll go forward. Let's change gears here and look at Matthew 2 from verse 4 to 6. It's talking about Jesus being born in Bethlehem. He says, "But you, Bethlehem," he says, "when Herod had gathered together or called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. In Bethlehem of Judea, they replied, for this is what was prophesied by the prophets. This was what was written by the prophets, saying, but you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." Now, Matthew in chapter 2, verse 4 to 6 is citing Micah 5 from verse 1 to 6. Now, when we look at what Micah is saying, "And he, this Messiah, will be our peace when the Assyrians invade our land and march through our fortresses. We will raise against them 7 shepherds, even 8 commanders, who will rule the land of Syria with a sword, and the land of Nimrod with a drawn sword. He will deliver us from the Assyrians when they invade our land and march across our fortresses, our borders." This Messiah that Micah is talking about is a military Messiah. You see, it's not Jesus. But how is Matthew citing this to be about Jesus? You see, he says he will be our peace when the Assyrians invade our land and march through our fortresses. He says he will deliver us from the Assyrians when they invade our land and march across our borders. Jesus was not a military Messiah. He was not a military.
He probably was.
He was not a military ruler. How can Matthew cite Jesus?
Not something that's not really something I'd study. Like that part
He
of
was
prophecy,
never, my brother.
the last days end time prophecy. But I know when you say Assyria or king of Assyria, to them, to the ancient Israelites, that's not always what it meant. Just like you have in Obadiah, where it seems to be a prophecy against Esau, but it's actually a prophecy against Israel. So it's all about their idioms and their culture and how they talk. That's what I'm saying. So when you get a 21st century mind, wait, hold on, I'm about to finish. I'm about to bounce. But listen, we have a 21st century mindset. That's what you have. You're looking at that, right? And you're saying Assyria. So you're literally thinking Assyria.
This man got 63 followers and he's on the live.
Even when you saying the times, that's also
because he's from a different country.
The people lands, all of it. You have to study the idioms of the Bible and the idioms of the first century or ancient Israelites. You can't look at it through a 21st century mindset. You're bound to get confused like that.
Now, this is not a 21st century mindset. This is what we are told
you live in
is the birth of Christianity. This is the explanation. No, this is the explanation that the church gives to support its existence. It says that the things it has written down because the New Testament is Christian. Yeah. So the Romans wrote this and called this the fulfillment of the Old Testament. Right.
Well, then it's
right. But this is not a fulfillment of the scripture. It doesn't apply.
Then it's off by
it's
default.
off by default. And when we look at this one, this one says
anything after 70 AD. Not anything out. You're saying anything outside of Josephus or Philo within 70 AD, like a second century church fathers, they're false. They're from the Roman. Rome gave y'all that. So the documents you have and the information you're getting it from, it may not be a 21st century mindset, but it's from Rome.
Yeah, all the books were written after 70 AD.
I don't trust nothing that the first church fathers. I don't trust nothing they say. It's all lies.
So fine. So we cannot hold we cannot hold the New Testament, the whole of it, as evidence for anything, because it's all forgery. A Roman, Greco-Roman forgery. We cannot. All of it, bro.
Answer me this real quick. Was Jerusalem sieged in 70 AD by the Roman army? Or no?
Yes, it was sieged. But
okay, wait. So let me ask you this. So how do you explain this? How do you explain this? Right? This is Jesus talking, right? This is written in the book. This is what he says. When ye see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know the desolation thereof is nigh. We know he's talking about the Roman armies there, right? He says, then let them which be in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the countries not enter therein too.
Yeah.
Right, not enter therein too. Then he says, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. So we see he prophesied. Then he goes on and he says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem will be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So we know that's talking about the Roman siege, right?
What book are you quoting?
Luke.
Sorry,
21,
what book are you quoting? What book is that?
20, Luke 21, 20 through 24. So if that's written, right, and this is prophesying of the siege of 70
Jesus,
AD.
No, that's written there. Happened, Jesus wrote nothing. You and I, Luke did not write Luke, and Jesus wrote nothing. Jesus wrote nothing, and Luke did not write Luke. Those books are forgeries. They are Roman forgeries.
Okay, so
they were not written in the time of Luke or in the time of Jesus. The stories are a forgery, and that's Roman literature. That's Roman propaganda.
When was it written?
The earliest gospel, Mark was written after 70 AD.
I'm talking about Luke, the Luke 21 through 20. I'm just saying, I'm gonna show you something when you.
Luke was written around 90 AD.
Around 90 AD. That's what they said.
Yeah, around 90 AD.
Now watch this.
Right.
This is Zechariah. 14, 1 and 2. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, the houses rifled, the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, but the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Can we date Zechariah to be before 70 AD? Because if we can directly link it to Luke, which is the prophecy. So, and I got one before that too, but let's just see. He's talking to the Israelites and to Israelites of the first.
The Romans knew, the Greco-Romans knew Jewish literature. They knew their words, and they played around with it. That's how they were able to forge the New Testament and forge Christianity. They knew about everything. They knew about the Egyptian religion. That's how they were able to plagiarize it.
That
There's
was the
nothing in
Old
the
Testament.
Bible that's coming to pass.
That was no, it already came to pass. That was
Yes,
the
it's the
Old.
Old Testament. The Romans played around with it.
So your explanation for that is
The
that the
Romans played
Romans
around with the
pampered.
Old Testament.
Wait, so all right, so I'm saying, so we saying Zechariah was written before 70 AD, is prophesying of 70 AD, but the way around it is the Romans plagiarized it to make it look like that, correct? This is Zechariah 12, 1 and 2, right? The burden of the word of the Lord for Israel, saith the Lord, who stretcheth forth the heavens and layeth the foundation of the earth, and formeth the spirit of man from within him. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege, both against Judah and Jerusalem. Another 70 AD siege prophecy, but that's not Zechariah 14, it's 12. So that was plagiarized as well. We can go to Daniel 9:24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city. Another 70 AD siege prophecy, but this was in Daniel. So that was plagiarized as well by the Romans, correct? We can go to Ezekiel 12, 21 through 25, where he tells them, right? I'm not gonna go that deep into it. What is it's a bunch of prophecies about the event. So the
He
Romans
left,
attempt
bro.
all that. I'm not saying they couldn't do it, but you know what I'm saying, they could have.
Bro, y'all be running him away. That's the plug right there. He can make accounts for y'all, and y'all can instantly go live.
I didn't even
Y'all
see he was gone.
tripping.
I didn't even see he
Y'all
was gone,
tripping. Y'all
man.
just ran him away. He the plug.
He's a
He the
plug.
plug. He got instant live access at 63 followers. Y'all need to be his friend.
I wasn't trying to get at him. You know what I'm saying? I was really being relaxed, chill, man. Like on some real talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What these niggas talk about? Yo, we just chilling right now. I didn't want nobody coming for his head, man. You know what I'm saying? You might need to man up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I ain't Hebrew.
No, I ain't no
hey, Susan, can I showcase my live real quick? I want to show off what I can do. It's funny. So we live on Sleepy TV right now. We designing and shit. I got it rigged, bro. That's my laptop. I got it rigged up. We live. That's funny. Shameless plug, Susan. Absolutely shameless.
Yeah, you gotta share that with Mo so Mo can do his shit.
Man, that nigga don't be answering his phone. I'm not gonna hawk him down.
Did he answer his phone for if I call him, he don't answer, he call me back.
Well, you know.
He probably don't have your number saved in his phone. You text him first.
I did, because when I sent them the picture for the one background. So yeah. Because right now I'm just over there designing some stuff for some work. It's crazy. Like I was
get some money, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's link up and get some bread, man.
That's what I do. I'm
Yeah,
a
but
graphic
I'm about to go
designer.
to sleep, y'all, so I get at y'all some other time.
Later, gang.
Yeah, I want to talk to you later about the book, man. See, you know what I'm saying? I got some suggestions for you because I'm writing a book too.
For me?
Yeah, I got some suggestions. I'm trying to write a book too, so you know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you about it. Man. I'll talk to you.
All right, I'll try to get hit up Mo, because Mo he already wrote a book and he writing his second book, so he got more. He know more about it than I do.
Yes.
And I think Carl got a book also.
Oh, fucking up.
Yeah, man, let's do it, man. Let's link up, get this bread, man. Black people, let's get this money, man. Yeah,
I'm
man.
All right.
Holla at y'all.
All right,
Later.
y'all.
Y'all pull up to my live. Go to Sleepy TV. Or go to Satori Live.
Yeah. Shit, my shit won't in hell.